to the 10th episode of Damage Control Podcasting, a professionally unprofessional look at the conventions, ideas, and genres of filmmaking. I am here with...
Gary.
Mike Stanbridge.
Josh.
Daniel Newkirk.
El Pogo.
All praise El Pogo!
Anyway.
Now you have to explain what that is.
No.
El Pogo.
We don't have a whole pod.
El Pogo doesn't need more worshippers.
The Demon of Sticks.
It's a shot at me.
We will contain El Pogo's power for our very own.
Okay.
We'll tell you when you're older.
Typically, if it doesn't make sense, it's a shot at Adam.
Usually, yeah. So I need a young clown and an old clown. The power of Bozo compels you.
Actually, I'm glad you're here, Josh.
Oh, jeez.
I put some trivia in here for you. I didn't think you were going to be here. So, anyway, okay, so we'll hit the news. Since the last couple of podcasts have been going like 3 hours long, let's hit it. Okay, so news. Zachary Levi to star as Shazam. He was Chuck in Chuck.
Yes, that guy's awesome. I'm in.
Apparently, he's an Uber nerd too. He's kind of like
Yeah,
he's
he's a
kind of,
huge
Runs
nerd.
Nerd HQ.
he's like up there with what's his face from.
They couldn't get Shaq to do it?
No, that's Kazam.
I know, it was the joke. Shaq,
That's
thank you. That was the joke.
That's a different company.
Actually, that guy was also in the Thor movies.
Yeah, he was.
He played Fandral.
He got recast though, didn't he? Is he one that got recast?
I know he was in the second one. I don't know about the first
He was
one.
supposed to be in the first one, and then I think
And then they
scheduling
ended
came
up. Yeah.
They went with Josh Dallas. From
He
Playing
Spawn Time.
Shazam, or is he playing?
He's
Captain
playing Shazam.
Captain Marvel or Billy Bat? Okay, so
the
okay.
actual hero.
He's playing.
Yeah.
He's playing. Okay.
Yeah, he's playing Shazam / Captain Marvel. He's
Okay,
not playing
all right.
Billy Batson.
Are they calling
He is
him
far too.
Captain Marvel?
Okay,
Or are they
no,
calling him
they-
So
Shazam?
Shazam is the wizened old person that gives Captain Marvel his powers.
Well, that was the Wizard Shazam.
Yeah.
Now. it
Oh,
would be-
now they call
no.
Captain Marvel Shazam
Shazam.
because they don't want to give Marvel cred for their. Okay, gotcha.
Oh, well, actually, it was a legal issue
Yeah.
because they both had a character called Captain Marvel. So the compromise was neither of you get Captain Marvel. So DC's Captain Marvel moved to Shazam, and Marvel's Captain Marvel went to Captain Marvel. Mars hyphen.
Oh, he's
Vel.
always Marvel.
I feel like that's cheating.
And then eventually Marvel went back to the Captain Marvel that is in the comics
Yeah, because they got
now,
Disney
but-
What was
money on
that?
our side now.
What
We
was
got
that
mess with us.
mean? Like they're like, okay, how can we change this up? It's like I'm gonna add an L and a hyphen. And
Okay,
got
all
it.
right.
That's all you need.
All right. Well, okay. Speaking of crazy lawsuits, when help me out here. Who were the two dudes that created Superman?
Joe Siegel and Jerry Schuster.
Yes.
Okay,
Siegel and Schuster.
they died. They died. Their family wanted more money for Superman. So DC was like, "All right, fine. We'll give you money for for everything that we print as Superman. But let's define Superman. He wears a cape. He has heat vision, and he wears red and blue." It's like, okay, fine. So what they do that same year? They turned him into Electric Superman. Took away the cape, gave him a black suit, and and one of them was bullets bounced off of him. So bullets now went through him.
Oh, nice.
So
But
it
didn't hurt him.
was like a big old middle finger to that family.
That's genius.
All right.
And then
that's
they
why we have
continue
lawyers.
paying him.
Is The Rock still Black Adam?
Yes.
Yes.
So gonna be Black.
He won't be in the first movie. There, I think the plan is to do a standalone movie for that, and then have him
yeah,
Flash.
because the dude from Rogue One's going to be the bad guy, and Vin Mendelsohn's going to be the bad guy in the movie.
Well, if he's going to continue on his presidential run, they really need to recast that because he won't be able to. I mean, if it's huge, I mean,
He
you
can
won't be
do
able to keep. You can't do it while you're still in the White House.
Well, it depends on when the release date is.
Fair enough.
Because I mean,
real
Schwarzenegger
thing,
just
you
had to
can't be the
delay his
president
movie
being a movie.
release when he was running for governor.
Right.
Has there been a president in the movie? Surely there has.
Like in an active movie, I don't think so.
No, it's not allowed.
never been.
It's
really not allowed?
Yeah.
Well, Brock did like talk shows.
That's
Well, that's
different.
different
That's
than a movie.
Yeah, that's.
I didn't know you
that's
couldn't be in a
completely
movie.
No,
Like, be
JFK
president.
was in an Oliver Stone movie. JFK.
Oh yeah, that's true. He was in that.
Yeah.
Except he was dead.
Oh,
So,
Okay.
LBJ
different.
was about
Yeah,
to.
FDR was in Casablanca. Don't you remember?
Yeah. You don't remember that scene?
There's a whole bunch of presidents in Forrest
They
Gump.
just cut back to the White House. He's rolling around in his wheelchair.
Donald Trump was in Home
Little
Alone 2.
Rascals.
He was in Home Alone too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he
was-
wasn't. All right.
was he in
Can we get
Baseball,
on
too?
with it?
Yes.
We're gonna hit it. We're gonna
Ronald
make sure
Reagan
we
was
get
in
there.
movies.
We're gonna do what?
Ronald Reagan.
He started out as an actor.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, we were talking about Film Theory, the YouTube show.
Yeah, absolutely.
Film. We were talking about it for like the last 4 episodes. So they connected it, Pennywise, to The Shining.
Yeah, very interesting theory they had. Shout out to Matt, Pat, and Steph. But yeah, they did a.
Go ahead. You want me? Go
No,
ahead.
no, for it. Yeah.
Oh no, it's just the character Dick Halloran, the cook from The Shining, is mentioned in the book. He saves the life of Mike Hanlon's dad. So they were trying to say, do the loser club have the ability to shine? Is Pennywise behind the events at the Overlook Hotel? And they had very compelling evidence that.
Yeah, very interesting. Made me a believer, especially with as interconnected as Stephen King likes to make his books. I mean, with
Here we go with the stand.
it's the stand. Yes, with Flag being in the stand and Eyes of the Dragon and Dark Tower and several other books.
Which we learned he is an avatar of H.P. Lovecraft, Neil Lefeteff.
Yes,
Nailed
that's.
it.
Yeah.
You think Stephen King at home just sits there waiting for someone to finally make the connection on this stuff, and no one gets it for years?
I would not be surprised. I mean,
That'd
I
be kind
love.
of cool. Just be like, yes, finally I can die.
When he was
now."
coked up and drunk all the time, he tried to hide things. To
Or-
or that.
Or people
You're
just
not
made-
gonna get this
or
one.
people just made the connection. He's like, yeah, I did that.
Yeah, he's like, sure, yeah, I meant that on purpose. I didn't
He's like,
reuse
crap,
any-
I keep using the
Well,
same place.
Yeah, it's like he just comes up with something. He's like, oh man, I need a character name. Here, we'll use this one. No one will notice. And then they did.
I put this one in for Stanbridge. Richard Donner, Mel Gibson, and Danny Glover all could be returning for a possible 5th installment of Lethal Weapon.
Not excited. I hated 4.
I definitely thought
I
that
thought
was
it
going to
was-
be
Well,
so
well, you're really gonna hate
I thought it was
this.
going to be
Series
like
is
Gone
much
Fishing.
better than anything they did.
Well, that's not.
And I loved it. And I loved what they did.
You're really gonna hate this because Channing Gibson, writer of the 4th, is writing the 5th.
Oh,
the treatment
God.
for the 5th.
Yeah, that's.
Can we get Danny
I mean-
Glover and Joe Pesci together to do Gone Fishing
Joe
2?
Pesci has like walked off the face of the earth.
Yeah, Gone Fishing 2. They come back. It's trying for a return.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
I didn't know this. Richard Donner is 81, Danny Glover is 71, and Mel Gibson is 61. They're all
Yeah.
like 10 years apart. That's weird.
Yeah, geez, like, what are they? What lethal weapon are they going to be? Like, what plot could you do? I mean, they already did the retirement and the replacements in movie 4. I mean,
I don't know, but
is it
Murtaugh's-
murder at the
Murtaugh's really good old for this shit.
old folks' home? I mean,
Okay.
Maybe they investigate something like a nursing retirement
Oh,
at their
my
own
God,
retirement
yeah.
home. Yeah.
Actually, yeah, I like that a lot.
Yeah, you would like that, yeah.
I really do like that a lot. Yeah, that's cool.
You can talk. You can write a script and come up with that. Be like, guys, I got the plan right here. If Mel Gibson, is dead,
Okay.
just throwing a little Jesus.
I
and Mel
came up with an
Gibson's dead.
idea about a nighttime maintenance guy that works at a nursing home.
Yeah.
And it's very apt pupil. Speaking of Stephen King, so he works at a nursing home, and he kind of befriends this resident, and as the
He's talking about real life now.
yeah, as the story progresses, you find out that this resident was a serial killer, and the maintenance guy like freaks out because these residents in the home start dying off. And you find out that the resident he's befriended is a serial killer that was never
Based
caught.
on a true love
Huh.
story.
And then,
Yeah.
so he tried, the janitor, maintenance guy, tries to out him. And then, then
I
the
got it.
serial ki-
A walker to remember.
No. and then, so the resident is too smart and frames the maintenance guy and he goes to jail.
Huh.
Well, now
See, I
I
had
have to see
something-
the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, I had one like that, but it was like, there was also like this guy who works in a morgue or whatever, like a coroner.
Yeah.
Like investigating it. It's like in Florida, but like these people, like people just think that people are just dying, but they're actually getting killed. And this guy's like, no, I'm telling you, these people are getting killed. And the head coroner's like, no, that's not happening. Blah blah blah.
Isn't
He'd
that
mix the
Dexter?
two. Huh?
Isn't that Dexter?
I've never seen that.
I never
It probably
seen it.
is.
I never seen
I
it.
had
Well,
one
fair
where
enough,
it's
it's been
a
done.
retirement home, and there's this guy that thinks he's Elvis.
Yeah, I've already seen it.
And another guy thinks he's Black JFK.
All right, you guys are fucking me up. Okay.
Black FK.
All right. So, let's talk about Netflix releases. The new season of Stranger Things is out. I haven't seen any of it, first or second season. Anyone else?
I haven't either, but I'm hearing a lot of
I don't
good
want to
things.
hear about it.
I'm 2 or 3 episodes deep into the second season, and it's rocking. I love it.
I'm about the same place Mike's at.
Yeah.
I think episode 3 or 4 for me.
Yeah.
So yeah, right where Mike's
is it a
at.
continuation?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It-
Oh, yeah,
it-
yeah.
Or is it like American Horror Story?
No, it's straight up right from where we left off. It's
Yeah,
great stuff.
Yeah, it picks up about 8-9 months.
9 months later, but they're
Yeah.
filling in the blanks with flashbacks that are.
Yeah,
Josh, you were really quiet.
I haven't seen it.
Okay. I watched 1922. Anyone else watch it?
not yet. It's on my list.
You know, actually, I don't even really like horror movies that much, but that's one I actually kind of looked at. I was like, this could be okay. But I heard a lot of people say it was like not as scary as people thought. It was
It's
gonna
not
be.
scary, and I love Thomas Jane, But and he did like a prohibition farmer accent, you know.
Mhm.
He did it very well.
Yeah.
But as you're watching him, you can like tell that he's acting. Like
Yeah.
you can just like, oh, you're acting.
I heard that, and then like some of the suspenseful scenes in air quotes there weren't very at all. Like you saw right through
I mean, it wasn't crap. I mean, it wasn't.
Yeah.
It wasn't like an asylum production, but it wasn't all that good.
Yeah.
And go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say. Speaking of Netflix, I did watch Gerald's Game.
I did not.
After you mentioned it.
Yeah, it's I kind of avoided that one because I don't want to see the puppy. I don't want to see the puppy scene. I don't want to see puppy munching on dead person. But,
And then I've seen the first couple episodes of Mindhunter. I know Gary's seen the whole show.
Mm-hmm.
Me with no one else. I already asked that, didn't I?
It was really good though. I mean, it's like one of those period pieces, kind of. It takes you back a little bit, but there's enough suspenseful stuff there to like keep you going. Like towards the end of the first season, it kind of gets a little but you can tell they're setting it up for like later seasons.
Man, I just love the 70s, though, man.
Yeah, that's what I love about it too. Is like they have all the cars down, they have all that
Yeah.
stuff.
I wish I lived in the 70s.
Yeah.
They should make a show about
Okay.
the 70s.
Yeah,
It's like that
Like
whole-
they hang out in the
You
basement.
mean
Yeah,
like
they
a
just need
whole-
a really good name
Yeah.
other
A
than
whole
that
70s
70s
show?
Yeah.
Do you
Yeah.
remember when they tried to continue that and they tried to do like that 80s show?
I was getting ready to bring that up.
Oh,
I love
oh,
that show,
God.
man.
Yeah, but it fell on its face.
I know it
though.
did. Okay. Birthdays today. Stranger Things herself, Winona Ryder. Okay. Dark City's Rufus Sewell. No.
Heard of
Okay.
it.
This is a room full of nerds, so I expect people to know who this is. Dan Castellaneta,
Yeah.
famous for.
Oh!
There you go. Room full of nerds. I expect people to know this. Bob Ross.
Oh.
Yeah.
Crazy habitage.
Okay. No
I was
one-
reading something about that where they said his hair, the reason it was like that was because he just didn't want to take care of it.
Really?
And like it was more of like a poor thing.
He had amazing hair.
It's like yeah, I know.
Did he have
But
a mustache or no? Can't
I think he had like a whole beard, didn't he?
Yeah, he had
Yeah, he had a
Oh, he
goatee.
did?
Yeah.
He did?
He was in the Air Force.
I heard he
Weirdly enough.
painted it every day.
So did him and Mr. Rogers like hook up and like because Rogers
they had
was
sex.
no.
No.
No, I mean because Rogers
Won't you come and be my neighbor?
Rogers was a
I'm
Marine
just,
though.
I'm just
Yeah,
gonna
but
put
you
this
know
a
why
little
he
bit right
wore
over here.
cardigans?
Because he had tattoos all over.
Yeah, that's true. You think?
Yeah,
That
I
was-
believe it.
Yeah, okay. And no one
You
knows.
do a lot of killing. Sometimes you want to come back and just settle down and read books to kids.
Okay.
You know.
Well, all right. Anyway, no one knows who this is, but it's a stunt woman, so I'm celebrating her. Kylie Furneaux.
So.
That's a celebration, all right.
Yeah.
She
Didn't you look up her
The
pronounce
chick
name.
that used to sing in the malls?
She was a stunt woman in the Avengers,
Right on.
the Marvel Avengers, not the British Avengers. Okay.
So not as much street cred.
No,
Original
right.
Avengers, that would
She
have been
just drives
awesome.
around with Dodge.
So before we get into tonight's topic, which is how to survive horror. Okay, I got us a little trivia, as does.
Are you afraid of saying whore? Is that you're afraid of slipping and saying whore?
Yeah.
How to survive whores?
Horror. Well, after my marinara trench.
Oh man, I'll have to look that up now.
Yeah.
The marinara trench.
That was on the
so
the
deep,
kaiju
it's so
episode.
delicious.
Yeah, the kaiju episode. Yeah, go check that out.
Yeah,
Marinara
I
Trench.
was going on a rant, and I was really like into it, and I said it, and these two just kind of stopped and look at me, and I'm like, what?
Marinara trench.
Yeah.
That's delicious.
Gotta be careful of that marinara trench.
All right, so a little horror trivia before we get into tonight's topic, which Daniel has some too. Okay, so
What?
in 1997,
Like I can read that.
in 1997, what horror movie poster sold for $4,305,500,000? Wait, that's not right.
No, it's not.
No,
right.
it's not.
That is an
No
expensive
poster.
damn
I got an answer.
poster.
No poster.
No.
No.
What movie poster sold for $405,500?
What movie poster?
What horror movie
What
poster?
horror movie poster? Original Dracula?
Nope. You're close. You're in the right
Original
ballpark.
Frankenstein?
You're in the right ballpark.
Original
Nosferatu?
Wolfman?
Huh?
Nosferatu?
Nope.
Creature from Black Lagoon?
Nope. You've only got one more left.
I mean, if you
I
just
said
keep,
Wolfman.
No, you only got one more left.
just name every movie, you'll get it
Wolfman,
eventually.
Frankenstein, Dracula,
It was just
Creature?
remade. It was
The
just
Mummy.
remade.
The
There
Mummy.
we go.
Okay.
1932's Mummy.
Good job.
There we go.
1960 Psycho was the first. I'm yelling because I'm far away from the mic. Sorry. 1960 Psycho was the first American film Let me start again.
Can we get somebody who can read and do these?
He's stuttering because he's so far away from the mic.
We can edit this out, right?
1960 Psycho was the first American film to show what?
A woman in the shower? Oh no, toilet seat.
Blood.
Toilet. Toilet.
Close. A toilet
Flushing.
flushing.
Yeah.
Oh.
Also, I do believe it was the first mainstream film to show a man and woman in bed together.
When could
No.
you actually show what's in the toilet?
Not until I think Judd Apatow came.
Oh, okay. All right.
This one is.
Can I take time out for a second?
Yeah.
It's so weird the things that like were deemed not acceptable back in the day, like that kind of stuff. Like
It's
you can't
weird
show
the things
that.
that are not acceptable.
Well, I know
today.
that now, but I'm saying like how far we come. Like back in the day when you couldn't flush a toilet
Well, okay,
Yeah,
well,
on TV or
Well-
show it.
okay, well, yeah. So, film noirs, everyone fucking smoked. Film
Yeah,
noir.
yeah.
Yeah.
We were talking the other day. You put anyone smoking a cigarette in a movie, instant R. You could have a PG-13 movie where they're smoking weed, but if they light up a cigarette, it's an instant R.
You know, I actually thought about that because, and going back to Mindhunter real quick, like, and that they smoke quite a bit in that.
Oh, yeah.
And it kind of made me think and like, same thing with Mad Men. Is like, I wonder if that got a higher rating because of just the fact that people were
Yeah, that's gotta
smoking
be
that.
it. But
Because,
Netflix-
but I mean, that was the thing back then. Is like, you know, that's what you did. You
Oh,
smoked
yeah.
in your office.
Yeah.
But
And then David Fincher's Panic Room. That came out 2000, 2001. And Jodie Foster wakes up in the middle of the night, goes and takes a piss, and you actually hear it hit the water, and then she flushes. That was like a big deal. But it's like, who doesn't? We all know.
now you have Steve Carell pissing on himself.
In what movie?
Well, you could, well,
40-year-old virgin.
Oh, really?
He pees on
when
himself.
Ogre went to the
Yeah.
bathroom
Yeah,
in
Morgan
Revenge of the
Winters
Nerds
was-
2, it was that was like a the 3-minute long affair, and you could hear every drop.
Really?
Austin Powers.
Yeah. Well, maybe it's because it's a woman. I
I
guess.
think it must have been
Could
because
have been.
we don't want to know
Sexist.
where that comes from.
Sexist.
But
Not
Netflix,
you. Yeah.
Netflix, you can release movies unrated, right?
Yeah, you can do whatever you want, right?
Oh yeah, definitely.
There's no rating on it.
Okay, in the Friday the 13th franchise, the iconic killer's name is Jason. What was his original name before it was deemed not threatening enough?
Josh.
Fucking hell.
I almost put that on my list because I thought it was going to be. But I kind of because I thought it was going to be too hard.
I put that on there for you.
If you want to
That's
really
a good idea, though. You can't have a killer or like a
Why
killer
would I
named
know
Tad
that?
or something like that.
Yeah.
A tad.
Yeah.
Oh
Tad running
no,
around
Rich
killing
is coming to get us.
yeah. Reggie.
Stop it,
Too
Gavin.
friendly.
You know
Yeah.
what movie? You know what name I always thought was ugly was Frank.
Adam.
No, Frank.
Oh.
It just like stops. There's like no.
Frank is like the guy who like.
Hey, all you
beats up
Franks
his
out
wife
there.
and Things like that.
We lost the one
know.
person that listens to this
So
podcast.
Sorry, Frank.
you're going to take a Jodie Foster pee on Sinatra's grave.
Yeah, kind of. I'm just saying like Frank.
Yeah, like
it's
that.
not-
Frank's the one. Nice Frank. Like I think of Frank being like the
Frank
uncle that
Castle,
drinks
Frank
too much.
Sinatra. I mean, I don't see it, man.
All right.
I definitely see
It
that.
is the name of the mean uncle in Home Alone.
Maybe that's why I think that.
And originally it was hitting their mind. We'll talk about Home Alone on Christmas, kids.
Okay.
That's the
what,
next podcast.
What future Marvel Comics superhero? What future Marvel Comics superhero's feature screen debut was Halloween: The Curse of Mike Myers? We all look at Stanbridge.
This is an actor?
I'm sorry.
I
Or-
still don't understand. the
Yeah.
question.
Okay.
This actor.
Future
he is
Marvel
the-
actor who starred in what movie?
Halloween: The Curse of Mike Myers.
Future Marvel actor?
Mark Ruffalo.
No.
No, it's got to be Chris Evans, right?
No.
No.
Tom Holland.
No.
Oh God, that's he wasn't even a sperm.
Yeah, I know.
Maybe that's why he started it.
I know Adam and his trick questions from the trivia
Yeah.
episode I
Yeah.
missed.
I think
I could see you pulling that like a character who was pregnant, like had a famous son. Who's like, yeah, see, he's in that movie right there.
I believe his character is the second phase. It was one of the It was one of the least popular ones. I believe it started the second phase.
Paul Rudd?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep. He was credited as Paul Stephen Rudd. Okay. Actors you didn't realize were in horror. Scarlett Johansson starred in.
Scream.
No.
Scarlett Johansson.
Eight-Legged Freaks.
No, that movie really doesn't count as horror. That movie is hilarious.
It has horror themes on it.
It's giant.
That is not a horror
It is
movie.
giant insects and people doing ollies on motorcycles and to
Yeah.
kick them. That is not
Sounds like a good
horror.
movie.
It is a good movie. It really is a good movie. I like it. It's got
Mike's face says no, but
We have different
No,
opinions on good.
I actually agree with you. I'm not going to interrupt. I only interrupt you when I don't agree with you.
oh, fair enough.
Leonardo DiCaprio starred in what horror film?
Titanic. You know how many people die in that movie?
That's true. More people die in that movie than probably most horror movies. That's a good point.
It is a third in a franchise.
Which one?
Leonardo DiCaprio. What horror film did he star in?
And it's the third of the franchise?
It's the third of the franchise.
Family Ties. He was in that, wasn't he? That's kind
No.
of horrible.
He was in Growing Pains.
Growing Pains, that was it.
Critters 3.
Yeah, that was just on.
Charlize Theron. This was also a third.
Is she French?
Theron? Married to Mark Millar.
He took the extra time to correct the last name.
Yeah.
But the first name is Charlie's.
What did I say? How do you say it? Charlize? Charles Theron.
Charlize, have
you met?
Charlize Theron.
It's a third in the franchise as well.
Hold on.
Nightmare on Elm Street 3 or
You
something.
fuck. Children of the Corn 3, Urban Harvest.
Well, straight to
good-
VHS.
Yeah, don't you say direct to video? What direct to video
That's a good
sequel
subline.
that nobody ever heard of?
Those are my favorite, man. Jon Stewart, the Daily Show guy, not the Black Green Lantern.
The Faculty.
Yes. Renee Zellweger.
Chasing Amy.
She wasn't chasing me.
Was it Chasing Amy or Mallrats?
Renee Zellweger?
She was in either one of those.
Yeah, I don't think she's been in
Neither.
the Askew movie.
That was a
was
star.
Joey the
Maybe
One
she,
Adams.
maybe she did a cameo.
Okay.
The Texas Chainsaw Massacre: The Next Generation.
No, that was my next guess.
This one's my this one's my favorite. Julia Louis-Dreyfus. Julia Louis-Dreyfus.
Julia Louis Dreyfus.
I don't know how
Yeah,
to
see
say
that
that.
one.
I know.
Okay, that one actually is French.
Wait, so was St. Louis
Saint-
settled by
Saint
France?
San Louis.
San Louis,
Yeah,
Gotcha.
absolutely.
How did you graduate?
Where did you graduate?
You don't want to know what I had to do.
What or who?
Julia Louise Dreyfus.
Louis. Julia Louis Dreyfus.
There's a fucking S in it.
Yeah, it's
so
silent.
It's French.
San Louis, we just went over this.
What movie did the chick from Seinfeld star in?
Chick from Seinfeld.
See the hands one? The hands model?
No, was
No,
she?
Or the girl with the big hands?
I
I'm
don't
just
know,
kidding.
that's
She
from
wasn't.
Seinfeld. I don't know. Troll.
Trolls. Yeah, Troll. And actually, when was the last time you watched that?
Long time ago.
You know what the main character's name is?
Uh-uh.
Harry Potter.
Is it really?
Oh, yeah, I do remember that. Yeah.
That's what you got.
Okay.
That's hilarious.
Daniel, you want to do your trivia real quick before we get into tonight's topic?
Sure, we do that. We went over a lot of it before the show, so it's going to be for the guys listening at home.
All two of them.
Yeah, all both of you. Okay, and just checking, I've not seen a Kevin Smith movie for Renee Zellweger.
Okay.
Okay. All right, so let's see. I've got a lot of stuff that's not TV show related here. Okay, so we went over this a little bit earlier. The body count in Halloween.
5 and 1 dog.
Yep, 5 people and a dog.
It's a good sitcom.
Yeah.
In Canada. 5 people and a dog.
Okay, and here's a couple that we didn't go over beforehand, so to make it kind of interesting. Who was the last mutant alive in the Marvel Zombies comics?
Oh.
Black Panther.
No.
A mutant.
I know this.
Magneto, isn't it?
That was Magneto, yes.
Damn, I didn't know this.
Yep, he was the last one alive. What horror movie hero wants you to shop smart at S-Mart?
That's Ash, baby.
Yeah.
Yep, Ash Williams.
Shop smart. Shop that
He's
smart.
got no arms.
I expect Adam to get this one. What horror movie classic was public domain until 1989 because of an error in the credits?
I think it was Night of the Living Dead.
Yep.
What was the? I don't know. What's the air in the credits though? I don't know if they.
They didn't print the copyright in the credits, so it entered public domain immediately because you had to print that in the credits of the movies.
Yeah, you can actually go. Probably not so much anymore, but you can go to FYE, which is a local store. Is it a chain?
It's a
It
massive.
is definitely not a
national
local.
chain.
Yeah. Never mind then.
That's a different podcast.
Oh fuck! I gotta stop my my. They keep taking $11 out of my thing. I gotta stop that.
That's good for all those people.
Yeah.
listening at home.
For all of you that wanted to know, his Backstage Pass membership is still active. If you need a discount at FYE, please call Adam.
But at one point, you could go to. I think it was Sam Goody at the time. You can go there. Was that a chain too?
Yes.
Yeah.
You can go there and.
Did it look a Quincy thing?
Everything in the mall except for that little bakery that just opened up is a national
It
chain.
wasn't-
What about Best Buy? Was Best Buy now? I think Best Buy is
Best
just
Buy?
Quincy.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Not anymore.
Until yesterday. It closed yesterday. It's done.
Well, Walmart's not just a Quincy thing. They got one in Hannibal, too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that was definitely a Midwest thing.
They've got their own website of
They
people
do, yeah.
at Walmart.
What is wrong with Josh? What is wrong with you?
I can't talk because you make my brain hurt.
That's where I'm at right now.
Thank you.
All right. Anyway, go ahead. What's the next one?
Okay. Let's see.
Did we answer that last question?
Yeah, it was Night of the Living
FYE.
Oh, you can buy copies of Night of the Living Dead with like douchebags like us doing commentary over it.
Oh, okay.
Oh, sounds cool.
Wow, that's a long build up to that story.
I'm glad you took time to tell us about that.
I don't
Adam.
like
It's really
Frankie,
important.
Josh.
He's just mad 'cause he lost today in the tournament.
Hey, you know what? My salt level is very high, and that's fine. I'm okay with it.
Okay. Anyway, the other one I have here that's kind of related that we did not go over was what is the name of the creature that Linus waits up for in the Charlie Brown Christmas?
The Great Pumpkin.
Or Halloween special. Yes, Great Pumpkin.
People with kids can't answer this question. That's crap.
You
I
didn't
haven't
know
even
that?
seen
Great
the movie.
Pumpkin?
I know.
Yeah,
You
everybody
didn't know
knows
that?
the Great
I've
Pumpkin.
never seen it. I think
Oh
so.
my
Have I
gosh.
seen it?
Why are you asking? I'm your brother, not your keeper.
Oh, okay.
Did you remember?
But are
going
you
to the
your
bathroom
brother's
today?
keeper?
Maybe you should be.
Oh,
should be.
oh, here's one we didn't go over.
All right.
What did Dracula promise Renfield for his servitude in Bram Stoker's Dracula?
Little deaths.
Was it?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Which,
li-
in French, that would be an orgasm. So he promised him orgasms.
He had no idea what he was signing up for. He's like, no,
Yeah.
no, thank you, no. I don't want it. I'll just do
Basically,
it.
Dracula promised Renfield hand jobs.
I'll do it for free. It's
Or
fine.
was one of the brides going to do it?
well, it was little deaths, and it was also the blood of insects and spiders.
Right, yeah. So
Oh yeah, I
it's-
knew that. Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
But yeah.
Everything else.
But if
is
you take it
fine.
literally and then translate it into French, he promises him orgasms. So
That'll do. Okay.
Here
All
come
right.
the cops.
So tonight is how to survive horror. We're gonna go subgenre by subgenre here. Before we get into that, what type of horror do you like? What about it do you like, Tyler?
I don't watch horror movies.
No, you don't.
You scarred me as a child.
Let's
You
get
would
into
tie
that.
me into the basement while our parents left. Our parents left way too much when I was young.
Wait, he would tie you up and make you
yeah,
watch horror
like
movies?
no. He would just
Tie
tie
him
me up in
up.
the basement
Yeah,
and then
That's
leave.
scary enough.
tie him
And
up,
be
turn
like,
off the
"Hey,
sump pump, and say
peace
it's gonna
out."
rain tonight.
Peace out.
Here's Blair Witch Project.
I
See,
don't remember that, but I do remember one time we have a little sister. She was littler at the time because it was in the past.
Weird.
Wow.
How that works.
Wow.
Oh my god.
And,
This one time I was younger, and
Did you believe that I was only 7?
I cannot wait to read the exposition on your first script that we get to see, man. It's
what's that Mitch Hedberg joke where he's like, "You want to see this old picture or this picture of me when I was younger?"
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, every picture of you is when he was young.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Okay, what was that going on?
I'm honestly
the
not
your
related.
little sister that was littler
Oh,
because she is younger.
Yeah,
then.
okay, so I told her to lay on the kitchen floor because we had a linoleum, and I just did like a. Remember this? I did like a puddle of ketchup.
Oh, this
That
is
was me.
Oh.
Oh, was that you?
Little sister. So now you're insulted.
so you dressed him up like a girl, tied him up in the basement.
I do remember this. I know for a fact. Do you guys remember the Full Monty when it came out?
Sure.
Yes.
Me and all three of us, me, Jared, and Tyler, were watching Full Monty. And
Why were we watching
Because
this?
it was a great movie.
So wait, is Jared your little sister?
No,
is that who's
Jared.
Yes, yes. If he's listening to this,
There's three brothers and one sister.
Okay.
I'm the oldest.
Wait,
Jared
this
and
isn't the
Tyler.
Subway guy. You weren't
Can
the guy
we
that corrupted
talk?
the Subway guy, are you?
if you tell the rest of the story, we need to jump
alright.
to the rest of this.
Okay, good. Okay, so what type of horror do you like, Damon?
No, we gotta.
No.
No.
All right, so okay,
He doesn't
so
want me to tell it.
no, what is it? Like you can't just
All
leave
right,
the four of us hanging,
He's
much
dressed
less
as a
all of
girl,
both of them hanging.
tied in the basement, covered in ketchup.
Adam used to go run down the neighborhood naked because of the Full Monty.
Yeah, I do. All right, what type of horror do you like?
I think like Demon Possession is probably my favorite.
Oh, you said
El
that.
Pogo. Sorry.
Yeah, El Pogo.
Pogo! It's starting to build. It's like a possessed pogo stick. I love it.
They made
works.
rubber.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Or what if a kid died on it?
What about every kid who gets on it dies?
Dies, yeah.
Yeah.
So to survive it, just
Feeds on
don't
children.
pogo stick.
That'd be a
But
really
and then
short
you can
movie.
bring it up to this day because kids just walk by like, what is that? I'm gonna go play on
Yeah,
my iPad.
isn't there that extreme? There's that extreme pogoing now. So I bet there's
Is that a thing?
Yeah,
Oh.
on YouTube.
Fair enough.
Josh,
Everything's a thing on YouTube,
yeah,
though.
that's true.
The only type of horror movies
Not this
that
podcast.
Oh,
That's my fault, though, guys.
Yeah, that is my fault. The only type of horror movies I'd really like to watch are the ones that are so bad, but like not intentionally, so they end up being hilarious.
So, yeah, okay, so like Sharknado that tries to be bad is shit, but you like movies that genuinely try to be good.
And are just terrible, and then I
Alright,
can
I'll-
laugh at them the entire time.
I'd be with you on that one.
Like
I
like Deathbed, the bed that eats people.
I haven't seen that one. Is that good?
Oh my god, please watch that movie.
Is it on
Killer
Netflix?
Condom.
That sounds good.
Killer
Killer Condom.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
I like stuff like that. It's
Okay.
hilarious.
All right.
I like classics and suspense with where the horror is implied over the gore fests more normally, you know, and like in the first all the massive or the major ones when they started out, it wasn't super gory. It was all implied, and there was suspense, and you know where the hatchet was coming from, and you know then you get into the later ones, and it's all kill fests and stuff like that. So I mean, not that they're I don't love the Evil Dead where it's just cartoony gore, but things like Human Centipede are just whatever. You know?
Does it count where like animals are involved?
Huh?
Does it count where like animals are involved? Like
Yeah,
the
yeah.
animals are the ones killing everything. Those
Yeah.
movies, that's the ones I like.
So you like
Cujo.
what?
Yeah, like that,
Okay.
or like
Jaws.
Does the bird count?
like like
Oh,
that,
what about that?
or
the
like
snow,
the gray.
snow avalanche one where
I haven't seen that
the
one.
snow shark thing. Have you seen that one?
I would see
Snow
that.
avalanche.
Is it
Or,
snow
like,
avalanche
no. Avalanche shark avalanche.
Yeah,
Shark Avalanche?
Avalanche shark. Yeah,
Avalanche.
that one was funny.
Yeah, like that kind of stuff. Like the
Yeah.
ones that are cheesy, but then also the ones where it's like wolves just running around killing everything. You
Like
can't
Gray?
stop. Yeah, like that.
Yeah, great.
How did it end?
Ginger Snaps 4.
Dun, dun.
Yeah, do you think there was?
I think he died.
There's like a deleted scene where like the wolf's laying down and is breathing hard, and like Liam Neeson's laying on his belly breathing hard,
Uh-huh.
and like they're breathing, both of their breathing is slowly.
Yeah, that's what I think happened.
And they
Like
fell
he
in
killed
love.
that wolf, but then there's also like
Yeah.
600 million wolves out there.
No, that was
Then
the
they did the
lone
full
wolf.
Monty.
Oh, was it?
And then they
That's
did
the last
full
wolf,
Monty, yeah.
right?
Okay.
Just make that the great two.
Okay, so I like slasher films. I
knew
like.
you were gonna say that.
Yeah, I do. I like slasher films from the '70s, basically. The new ones are okay, but
Yeah, it's all gore.
Yeah.
There's no.
I'm with Daniel. Cell phones really ruin horror
Yeah.
a lot.
Oh, yeah.
Horror.
Any genre of horror. Cell
Horror.
phones.
Cell phones ruined a lot of good moments. You know.
Like social interaction in general.
Yeah.
new
Well,
cars.
there's no.
Well, we don't do social satire on this podcast. so-
Okay.
And new
Sure.
cars too, like when you have to pull the choke out, girls don't know how to start the car.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
that Stick shift.
Yeah, that's
That
true.
doesn't come out anymore.
That's true.
We're on movies.
Okay, so how to survive horror? Use common sense. Okay, podcast done. All
I
right,
think you
so,
said use condoms for a
so basically,
That's also a way to survive horror.
basically,
second.
all
different kind of horror. Believe
yeah.
me.
So basically, all you honestly have to do to survive a horror film is use common sense.
Yeah.
But we're just gonna say you wake up, you find yourself in a horror movie. We know the answer is common sense, so let's just throw that out the window.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So you're in a slasher film.
I think we threw it out the window when we showed up, didn't we, guys?
That's usually how.
Ah, come on, guys! I bought you all pizza.
Heard
You-
I
you-
knew it was
Wow.
coming out.
Where are we at? 30 minute mark?
34 minutes
34
in,
minutes.
and he gave himself an old fashioned.
Pat on the back.
I bought everybody pizza. It was like
was-
maybe $10 worth of
Yeah, it was a
pizza.
little squeezers.
It was 11:57.
I was there. It was 11.
Would you like the money?
At least 57.
I'll give you 56.
I like how you opened your wallet to reveal just a bristling amount of 20s and went, nope, I don't have any money.
Don't have any of that money. What are you talking about?
I have to save it for my comics at my local comic book store.
Yeah.
There you go.
Speaking of which, since both of you all are here, I came in Wednesday or Thursday. What day was it, Josh?
Here's a rant session.
Oh, that would be
Thursday.
Thursday.
All I wanted to do was spend $10 freaking. Actually, all I wanted to do was talk to Daniel. That son of a bitch wasn't here. All I
out
wanted to
doing
do
work.
was spend $10. I walked out of the store, just under $50?
It was pretty close to that.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
You realize yesterday was a free comic day, right?
Yeah.
Was it Free Comic Day?
It was
And there was-
Halloween Comic Fest, so we were giving out free comic books. It wasn't free comic book day, but it is a.
If you would have just waited.
You got any of them left?
Yeah, absolutely. That's what the entire table is actually. So like,
That was yesterday.
so quick,
That's
quick,
$5 now.
quick shameless plug for the store. Most of your FLGSs or your comic book stores will celebrate Free Comic Book Day
What is
or
FLGS?
friendly local game store.
Okay.
Yeah, so most of your friendly local game stores or friendly local comic book stores will celebrate Halloween Comic Fest or Free Comic Book Day for a single day. Here at Underdark Comics and Games, we do it for the entire weekend. So if you miss Saturday, you can always come in Sunday and get your free comics.
Or Monday. Come here Monday.
Yeah, come here Monday and eat that locked
And just
door.
be really,
Yeah, very
be
sad
really
on
for it.
Mondays.
Just demand it.
Okay, you're
People
gonna
love
slash
that.
film. Before I name off some, I didn't do any research into all this.
So it's like normal.
I like
no,
him.
You and
Yeah.
I like him.
Are you?
I like
seriously,
him.
what,
didn't do any research.
what podcast have you been listening to? He over-researches the wrong thing.
Yeah, well, were you here when he did the research on Supernatural.com?
Yeah.
On Supernatural Wiki?
Wow.
And he just thought it was like Supernatural the concept, not Supernatural the
no. I was doing research on werewolves.
That's yeah, that's what it
And
was.
he was doing it on the Supernatural wiki for the
I thought
TV
he
show.
meant the term supernatural. I didn't know it meant the show.
I can see, but this is a good site. I like
Even though it has the logo for the show at the top of the wiki
No,
page.
did it?
Yes, it does.
But see, I
Yes,
don't even
they
think
all
he would
do.
realize that. He would just see it and be like, "Oh, that's a pretty cool
I've never
logo."
seen the show. I know.
Well, like I said last week, you think you would have been like, "Who the hell are Sam and Dean, and why are they killing all these damn werewolves?"
He probably thought they were in the Bible.
Yeah.
He didn't realize it. Oh, Sam and Dean, they're in the
well, yeah,
Bible,
the
right?
Book of Samuel, the back
Yeah.
of
Uh-huh.
Dean.
Yeah.
so-
Yeah.
The Book of Dean. Yeah, you remember? He was an apostle, right?
Okay, I didn't research any of this stuff. I just, from being a fan, I just drew shit off my head. So throw some stuff before I start throwing my stuff out there. Throw some stuff out there. How to survive as a slasher film.
Believe people. When someone says, "Hey, someone's killing people," don't go, "No, they're not." Actually, believe them.
Stick together.
Oh yeah, I got that on there.
Oh yeah, stick together.
Don't wear high heels if you're a woman because you're screwed.
Yeah.
Don't
I
have
mean, well,
sex.
or if you're you.
Yeah.
That's a good. That's
Do
a good
not
one right
have
there.
sex.
Don't have sex.
I'm out.
Okay, well,
That's
okay,
not gonna work for
okay.
me.
I
You're
agree.
dead.
Adam will live forever.
I was gonna be the one caught in the closet rubbing one out. He's like, "Hello." He's like, "Gosh, I finish."
I agree and disagree with that. If like you're not connected to the murders, just bang away, people.
Like you're off to the side, you're
But-
safe. Like, all right, we're good for another hour and a half.
But
Let's
but
just
practice
start.
safe sex. Bring a weapon.
Yeah.
But
Is that? Nope. I'm not going there.
no,
nope.
I'm just saying like if you're okay. So what I got is don't belong to a big group because it seems like the groups are the ones they target.
You mean like the killers in the group?
Yeah, or they always,
So be in a group, but not a big group.
yeah.
Well, I mean, how many people are usually in the groups of horror movies? Like 6, right?
Yeah. Do you like split up and be like, all right, we're in a group of 3, you're 2.
By the way,
Abby's by herself."
I Jonestown that pizza. Or Jamestown. I screwed it up.
Jonestown.
Oh.
Just Jonestowned it.
No, it is Jonestown, isn't it?
That's Jamestown, isn't it?
No, it's Jonestown.
I fucking got it right.
It is Jonestown. Jamestown is the one where they just disappeared.
Damn, no, that was Roanoke.
I think that's also
Whatever.
Jamestown.
Yeah, Jamestown too.
No, Jamestown just died.
Yeah.
But Roanoke
Well, they
completely
disappeared because
disappeared.
they died.
Yeah, but it was, they had it documented like slowly dwindling off to nothing.
It was a
Roanoke disappeared, and Jonestown is where they just murdered each other.
Anyway,
Yeah.
don't belong to a big group. If members of your group start disappearing, call the cops. Don't be dicking around trying to solve it yourself. Call the cops. Don't split up.
Don't call the Quincy police. Though.
Hey, we had fantastic response time for them yesterday. I'm just going to say
Really?
that.
How fast were they?
Like 4 or 5 minutes.
Why did
It
you
was.
call him?
That was a long story that I don't want to get on the podcast.
Was it same thing that happened last time or different?
Was Adam standing out in the window again? just
No,
waving
something.
It was
different.
actually Adam. Like that's the problem.
Was it? Yeah. He's out there waving it. Like,
Get
can
it-
you get him out of here? Like, yeah, we'll be there in 4 minutes.
Yeah. Get a weapon. Keep a weapon.
Yes.
Well, I mean, why would you get a weapon and be like, I don't need this gun anymore?
No, like
I'll find a shotgun. It's
no,
fine.
no,
It-
no,
and
they'll
what-
kill the guy. He'll go down and they'll be like, oh fuck, good, he's dead. Why don't you wait 2 seconds and watch them pop up? Now
Why
you
they-
done throwing the gun down the steps. You're screwed.
Why do they
That
never
does happen
shoot
a
somebody
lot.
in the
Yeah.
head?
Yeah.
That's my
Check
that's
pulse.
That's my next.
Check
that's-
pulses.
Then
That's
you're
a good
getting
one.
way too close to the dude.
Yeah.
And does anyone actually know how to check a pulse? Because I can do this all day long, and I don't know what the hell I'm
You gotta
doing.
feel
I don't know
harder.
what I'm
It's right
doing
there.
either.
That's right underneath.
I was in Boy Scouts, and I just went like this. I'm like, yep, I got a pulse.
Yeah, I got it. I'm still alive.
So yeah, get a weapon, keep a weapon. Okay, my next one is if the killer goes down, make sure he or she stays down.
You
So-
gotta
so-
double tap.
Women can be killers too.
Yeah.
Well, hold
It's
on.
overthought
It's
for your life.
2017.
Are you just going down the list at the start of Zombieland? Is
Right.
that what's happening
Yeah,
here?
he watched
Double
one movie.
I don't-
Cardio.
cardio.
No,
Double tap.
Is that no?
Did you source check on your Wikipedia search this time?
No, I didn't even say it in my head.
This on Walking Dead wiki.
There's a picture of Woody Harrelson on his laptop. He's definitely reading off the Zombieland.
Oh yeah.
Is that why you said don't trust women too? That makes a lot more sense.
What? Keep keys, cell phones, etc. on your person at all times.
Yeah.
How many times have they gotten in the car? Fuck! I left my keys in my room.
Yeah.
And then the killer's walking out towards the car.
Yeah.
Yeah, but in that defense, how many of you keep your car keys in your pocket when you're home? Really?
No, I don't have a car.
Really?
I kinda
Like as
do, yeah.
soon as I walk in the
I know
door,
exactly where
it's
they're at,
wallet
like
and
right in
keys
front of me.
right in the hat on my front desk.
I just set them like-
Immediately.
I know a lot of
so
people don't
we're,
lose their
we're
keys
killing
more than I do.
Daniel tonight, guys.
Yep.
You can try.
Anyway, so he's out.
These hands are registered.
I don't know. If he's getting a 4 minutes response time out of the Quincy Police Department, I'm not going to go after him.
You can get across the bridge in 4 minutes. It's fine.
keep your cell phones charged.
Yes.
Tune up your cars, guys. Come on, man.
Yeah.
Not for winter. It's just good practice in case a guy's attacking you.
Keep your doors locked.
Yeah.
Keep your doors locked.
Don't
that's
worry about
another thing,
winterizing
too.
your car.
It's like
you gotta horrorize it.
don't get in the car
Always.
and just sit there and drive away.
There you go.
Always check your back seat before you get in your car.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
I
I
do
don't
that
have
in-
to worry about that.
Good.
I do that in real life. Yeah, like I do
He
that in real
drives
life.
a
It's
smart
like,
car, people.
they just get in there
Yeah.
and they sit in there like, oh, we're safe, and then you're done.
Yeah. I like that.
Game
one.
over.
That's a good one. Check the
I
back
like
seat.
that.
That's a really good one.
No, I'm
Okay.
That's a good just tip for real life.
That's a good-
Just all around.
keep your clothes on. Mainly.
That goes with don't have sex,
What,
right?
what about the? Yeah.
No, you can just
Fully
slide the
closed
zip
sex.
down. And open the steeple. There you go. No, I'm saying because
Adam's the guy that rubs up against people on the bus. Apparently.
Not anymore. I'm not allowed to. No, just keep your clothes on, man. Like if the killings have started, don't take your clothes off. Don't like. Oh, my best friend just died. I want to take a hot shower.
Yeah,
Fuck
'cause-
it. Keep your clothes on.
Well, if you
Yeah.
take your clothes off,
First
it's
thing I
less
think
wind
of, yeah,
resistance.
I want to strip down. Somebody just got murdered.
That's true.
Are we doing this
Is,
for different
is that not
categories?
normal?
No, yeah. This is just slash.
That's not normal.
No.
No. All right.
Yeah,
Well,
we're still in just slash.
Yeah, yeah.
Tell my
Well, maybe
therapist
it
about
is,
that.
like, this coroner thing. You know,
Yeah. You never know.
Okay. The wind cannot blow open a closed window. If you shut and deadbolt a door and turn around and it's open, don't just shrug it off. How many slashers have you?
the
How many
wind.
slashers
The
have you
wind can't
seen?
blow open a closed window.
I've seen horror films where the person will shut a window and then they'll be going about their day and they're like, "Oh, the cat must have just opened one," or some stupid shit like that.
I think that just kind of goes with
The
common
cat
sense.
is.
I think that
like,
goes with don't be stupid.
Yeah.
Well, we already said common sense, so it's not.
That's
common
another
sense.
thing. That's a good way to survive a horror movie. Don't ever own a cat.
Yeah.
There's always a freaking cat.
That's just good advice for life in general. I think.
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
Don't
Don't
get out
don't
of pocket.
order it. Don't.
If you own
You
one,
know?
definitely don't own two.
Motherfucker.
Wait, Adam's the cat lady?
He has.
Oh yeah.
He's
Sweet.
got two cats.
Man, I want to do a
Two cats and a
slasher
dog.
parody.
He's a Disney cartoon. He's got 2 cats and a
Tell-
dog.
Do you
Tell
sing
them
to
the
them? Like,
Good
Tell me
morning.
names.
I have.
do they like put your dress on for you and stuff in the morning too?
No, I have a tabby named Cringer
Yep.
Yeah, that sounds right.
because I'm Prince Adam. I have a black cat named Selena Kyle,
Nice.
and
I can get behind that.
my English Mastiff is named Burnham.
Yeah.
I like it.
Anyway, if you open a fridge door, closet door, or medicine cabinet, be ready when you close it.
Yeah?
Yeah. Light. I was gonna say light.
Always
Like-
keep lit. I don't
Well,
know.
here's the thing. It's like, if the killer's in the room, maybe it's good to turn the light off, or don't be the only fucking light source in the room.
Yeah.
Like if you turn on your flashlight or like a candle, his face is probably gonna pop up like right
It's basically
there.
like a beacon.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Hey, I'm here.
It's
come
like,
kill
oh, I
me.
wonder where
Yeah.
they're at. That's oh, they're right there. That's the light.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
You know, has this? I got a question though. Has this ever been done like from the killer's perspective, like a movie shot like from the killer's perspective?
Behind-
Tucker and
Show all
Dale
the-
versus Evil.
Yeah, I've seen
Yeah.
that, but is there another one like
Behind
that?
The Mass Rise of Leslie.
Yeah, because you're just like, oh, these idiots right there.
Yeah, we talked
Like,
about
I
that a
can
couple
see
weeks
them.
ago.
I'm just gonna like sit here and wait a second and walk over
Saul to a point is kind of later on in the franchise. Anyway.
because like the reversal of that would be cool.
Tucker and Dale.
Tucker and Dale
was just beautiful.
Yeah, it was.
Oh.
What happened? He just jumped into a wood chipper. Why are they jumping into a wood chipper?
I need to watch that.
Great flick.
It is good.
If your town has a ghost story / legend / or mystic killer surrounding its history, it's probably him or her.
How about don't celebrate
what
the
do you mean
anniversary of it?
Oh
Yeah, how
What do you mean
about
it's
that?
probably
Like-
him or her?
Well, there's
Oh, you mean like whoever's chasing you is probably.
yeah.
How about don't forget the damn anniversry like they all seem
Yeah,
to do
yeah,
in the
yeah,
movies? And it's like, oh no, is it really October the 31st again?
okay.
Like if Santa Claus is going to run around killing people, then people would know when Christmas was.
Silent Night, Deadly Night.
Yeah, Krampus. That's a good movie.
Futurama.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I like that. I like that version.
Robot Santa.
American Dad, Stan's dad is Krampus, and Santa Claus is like a psycho. If there has been multiple murders, do not have or go to a party. If at the point in time that your party is, there's been multiple murders, cancel it.
Do you know how hard it is to set up a party and just change everything at the last minute?
You're talking to a dude who never goes to parties. So
Yeah, that's true.
People don't check to see if the Evite has expired.
Yeah.
I mean, once it's out there, it's done.
But
Don't go explore creepy places.
You guys ever seen? Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
Oh, I was just gonna say, like, the thing about the parties is, like, yeah, like, how hard is it to get, like, all these underage kids free from their parents where the kegs are at for the slasher movie to start happening? Like every slasher movie can be underage drinking and bad decisions.
That happens all the
and you
time.
just name, like, you name a whole franchise after that.
Underage drinking and bad decisions.
Yeah.
Coming to Netflix.
Part 7.
Part 7, yes.
This time it's personal.
Fireball.
Has anyone seen Cherry Falls? No. Because the rule is, Jay Moore is in it. He plays a cross-dresser. The rule in horror is that only virgins survive. Well, in Cherry Falls, he only kills virgins. So they find this out. So they have this party. It's like, let's fucking pop all cherries. So they go at the party. All these virgins are just banging. What? I didn't make it up.
This
man.
does not sound like a slasher movie. This sounds like a completely different.
Cherry Falls, Brittany Murphy, Jay Moore,
Really?
Michael Biehn.
Ron Jeremy.
No, he's not in it.
It's like a sounds like a pedo thing where he just goes there and pops it in
No. The killer doesn't do it. The kids at the high school find out that the killer is killing virgins.
Right.
So they have an orgy.
So they have an orgy to get rid of.
They're all like, let's all go in the woods.
How does the killer know?
Yeah.
He's a teacher at the high school.
Okay, I've
was
had a
down.
lot of teachers at high school, and I don't go around and be like,
I don't know.
Hey,
I don't
You
know.
know, you'd be
I
surprised
don't-
how much teachers hear just from the kids talking to each other. Like, I know a few teachers, and
I had one earlier in today.
yeah, like they hear a lot of stuff that the kids don't think they can hear.
Explode if he like accidentally kills a non-virgin, or
I think he does.
Does he like
Yeah,
walk
it's
in
like-
and they just did it? They're like,
does El Pogo come in?
All right, enjoy.
3 seconds late again.
Enjoy.
Dang it.
Better than me 3
wait,
seconds
did you get the
early.
tip in?
Yeah.
I'm
Do
out.
I see? Do I see? Yep. All right. All right. Yeah.
If he accidentally kills like somebody who's not a virgin, does El Pogo claim his soul or something?
Okay.
El Pogo only kills virgins.
Now
too.
you brought it up.
He pulls it down.
Virgin
into the
blood for
marinara
El
trench.
Pogo.
If you brought it up, but can we do a slasher from the killer's point of view?
Yeah.
What if you
No.
were the killer? Would you be just like a serial killer? Would you dress up, mask? Would you have a gimmick?
Is this going to get used by the FBI at some point? I've watched a lot of Mindhunter recently. I mean,
That's actually if you did Friday the 13th with a Sam Jackson voiceover, that would be good.
like Sam Jackson.
Sam Jackson is the exposition
Yeah.
of thought from the serial
that.
killers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh god, that would be fantastic.
That would be hilarious.
Yeah, like
Kill all
Jason.
these motherfuckers.
He would probably do it too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That bitch is running again.
Oh, god, I would watch
Don't
this.
she know my Jordans are gonna?
God, I hate comedy, man. I don't know why y'all gotta put comedy and shit.
Oh, I hate
Oh,
things
dude,
make
that
me-
would be a riot.
There's no way you could pull that off and get people to like mass
Earlier, wasn't he
audience
talking
to
about how much he liked
approve of that.
eight-legged freaks?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
And then he's like, I hate comedy.
I
Yeah.
hate comedy.
And Tucker and Dale. What the hell?
Yeah.
Yeah, see?
And the Full Monty.
That's not a comedy.
The Full Monty is totally a
It's a
comedy.
dramedy.
Oh, it is not even.
You know what
That's
the
the
entity
D
is,
in
right?
comedy.
Zombie films. How do you survive a zombie
The
film?
Full Monty, not a comedy.
Get out of highly populated areas.
Watch Zombie Land.
Yeah.
Well, okay. All right. You're stuck. You're stuck in a populated area.
Kill yourself.
Really?
I said this before. So you've seen Red Dawn, right?
Yes.
Yep.
Like that. I feel like if that was me in that situation, I would just like jump off the truck and be like, "Ah, screw this. I don't want to live like that anymore." Would not be awesome.
Damn.
Took it dark. All right, next.
Red Dawn?
Yeah.
Really? You wouldn't
Like if the Russians invaded and it was for sure like we were gonna lose, I'd be like, ah, fuck it.
Really? Wow. All right.
I'd be all like the Wolverines, man. I'd be out there
No,
killing me some
no,
Russians,
no.
you know?
How would we
Oh,
survive?
totally.
How would you all survive a zombie infestation? Like we just
You're
finished
stuck
the podcast.
in a highly populated
we
area.
just finished this podcast. We're walking out to go home. There's walkers all over the street. What do we do?
Pick up mom and dad.
I
go to the
told-
Winchester for a pint.
I
couldn't
think
remember
the
all
thing
that.
would be to get out of a highly populated area as soon as you can.
Okay.
Make most of your movement at the daytime.
Okay.
Dirt bike and a crowbar.
Yeah.
I'd play Kanye West on YouTube and they'd all go
Be quiet.
Be quiet.
Yeah.
Is this the one where zombies can like swim and
Yeah,
walk
as I
underwater?
said, it depends what kind of zombies. they
Yeah.
are.
Are we talking fast zombies? Or are we
You're
talking
the
slow?
one that
You're the
brought
one
it
that asked the
up.
question.
No, I'm asking you guys. I'm trying to include you all.
Let's see. If it's fast zombies, I just wouldn't move very much.
Gary's go-to is suicide.
Yeah, basically, just kill yourself. Same thing. Serial killer walking around, just kill yourself.
You can put like a Walking Dead and just like pretend you're one of them.
Could you
Just
do
like
that?
for years.
Just, like mill around with
Yeah.
stuff on your face,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
I Am Legend kind of like.
I mean, that
Just
is
like,
happening.
Yeah.
I would only try it if I could see someone else try it first.
I mean, that's going
Yeah,
on in the
that's a
Walking
good
Dead
idea.
comics right now.
You pull
so-
like a Bill Murray from Zombieland.
Is that still
What if
going
just
on?
yeah?
Yeah.
What if someone just run around shooting him and you're posing as a zombie? You just get shot. Like shit, I'm joking, I'm right here, I'm joking.
And then the zombies find out you're joking and they eat you.
Yeah, exactly. That could happen.
Okay, alright, fine. Zombie films have been done. I hate zombie films.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Haunted-
he watches zombie films. I'm pretty
No, I just watched the Godfather ones. I just watched pure Romero.
They have a Godfather?
No.
Yeah, that's what-
I would watch that. That'd,
Yeah, like
No, no, no.
Brando's
Gets the
kind of
The
like.
horse head's alive.
No. I meant only ones Romero makes.
I would love that. It's a Godfather themed. There's a bunch of Italians walking around.
Oh god,
Zombie
what-
films.
and the cannoli.
that's I was trying to find that joke. I couldn't find that joke.
That's the joke. How would we survive a haunted house / paranormal film?
Not go in the house.
Because it
Ding,
seems
ding,
Yeah.
ding.
because it seems
Get
like
out of the house.
well, guys, we're eschewing common sense. So we got to take common
Then
sense.
how are
off
you
the
gonna
table.
survive?
'Cause
If you don't
well,
have any common sense, you're kind of.
So typically you move into a haunted house. As we know from Daniel, he hates foreplay. I feel bad for his girlfriend. He just wants the
You
money.
shouldn't.
He just wants the money shot. But it seems like in haunted house movies, there's a 45-minute to an hour 15 build-up.
No,
So once that shit starts happening, maybe do something besides shaking it off.
yeah, no, those kind of movies are the ones that I actually like the build up and lead into, like, especially when they have a reasoning
You
behind
just
it.
bashed it the other podcast.
Not the haunted house ones, monster movies.
Oh, monster
movies. Kaiju, yes. Godzilla. If Godzilla's not in the first 15 minutes, I'm out on a Godzilla movie. But no, for haunted house, I like the build up. I mean, that's pretty good. Yeah, I mean, like, there's so few things you can do in like the legitimate haunted house genre other than pack up and move.
Yeah, I was saying,
But-
like, what could you actually do?
Like, my favorite ones are always the ones where like, okay, so all this weird shit happened, so we packed up and moved, and it's happening here in this house now too, so it didn't help.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
So
no,
I really
thought
liked-
Sinister had a good twist on
Well,
that.
because like all
Yeah,
the typical
Sinister
things
did
you
it.
think would work wouldn't work in that.
Well,
what I was
don't they usually want like
You have to think irrational.
Don't they usually the ghosts want some sort of resolve? So just figure out what they want resolved and
But
resolve.
how do you?
What if they just want to kill your whole family? Yeah, that's what they want.
Well, as long as
You can't resolve it.
Well, what if it's kind of like,
You'd be
look,
like, all right,
dude,
well,
am I cool? Like, take them, but am I cool?
No, there are different categories of ghosts. I mean, so there's some ghosts that have unresolved business. Poltergeists are just malevolent forces that you have to use some kind of spell to expunge, or like Christianity or something like that.
Call a
to
priest.
get rid of it. Yeah, call a priest. Get the El Pogo out of the house.
Yeah,
Okay, what about paranormal films? Same stuff.
I would think so. I
Is
mean,
that-
Stop
how do
investigating.
you?
Because it
yeah.
seems like the more you investigate, the more pissed off they get.
Yeah,
Well, yeah, they
Well,
just want
don't-
to hang out and kill you. I mean,
it's like criminals. They get pissed off when you investigate.
Well, don't shit
They're,
talk
no,
the
they're,
ghost.
they're,
I mean,
they're like Kardashians. The more
Yeah.
attention you give them, the more they're going to be out there.
Yeah,
You know,
exactly.
if you don't pay
Follow me.
attention,
Follow me.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
If you don't pay attention to them, they'll go away.
Okay,
Like an annoying poltergeist would be like really annoying, just sitting there like taking out the walls. Like, hey, pay attention to me.
I
No,
want
get outta
Pauly
here.
Shore as a poltergeist.
Yeah,
now.
that would be amazing.
Oh, God, just
That
a
would be
really,
amazing.
really
Can we make that?
needy ghost.
Can we make
Just-
Can we make what's that movie? Crawl, isn't it?
Crawl.
What's the one where he's the? Never mind.
What? Polly Shore?
You know the one where he's on the farm.
Son-in-law?
Son-in-law, yeah, make
Did you say
that. But he's a
Crawl?
poltergeist.
That's his
name is
name.
Crawling from there.
Oh, I've never seen it.
I like how you know the movie. Never seen it.
Crawl.
How would you survive a monster demon film? I included these two because let's say whatever religion you are, whatever. So say you're a Christian or whatever. It's a Christian demon. If you're an atheist, it's a creature
Atheist
from.
demon.
It's an atheist demon. It's a creature from an alternate dimension or something. How would you survive, say, thing?
I would just start trying shit to see if
Well,
I
you'd
could
probably
kill
just
it.
commit suicide.
Well, yeah. I'm throwing that out. We're throwing out common sense and suicide.
Okay, all right. All right.
Yeah, I stubbed my toe. Oh,
Yeah, forget it.
Goodbye, people.
See ya. Out. I would just start trying things. 'Cause, like, if you gotta find something that we like.
So wait, just start trying random things.
Well, yeah, like in the Sixth Sense.
Oh, maybe
Isn't
it's
the Sixth
hungry.
Sense how
Hand
they
it a
know that,
sandwich.
like, water killed him?
No, that was
Signs.
Signs, yeah. Like they didn't
Also,
know the water
Alien?
killed him, but so you just gotta start trying shit, see if that works. Like maybe they don't like butter. Here
All right,
you go.
all right. I'm gonna,
I want to see that
I'm
movie.
gonna-
though.
That'd be good.
Ketchup.
You told me this is butter. This is margarine. Dang it.
What if El Pogo was?
I can't believe that wasn't butter.
What if El Pogo was the monster?
Water. He's gonna rust up at some point.
Quicksand, because every time he bounces, he just.
That's
gets,
good. That's
yeah.
better. Sand is better than water. I
So
like
what you
sand.
do is you take a bunch of sand, put water in it.
Or like live in a sandbox.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, where
So,
you
so you
start
just
jumping.
move your entire life into a
You
sandbox.
make a sand moat for your house.
Yeah, there you go. That's perfect.
Oh, you know how many neighborhood cats you're gonna get?
what if he bounced over the
Hey,
fan?
then he'll
Yeah,
be
I
mad
mean, you gotta have
because
a
you
real.
He's a
jumped
demon
into
of
shit.
pogo sticks.
Ketchup.
He can't bounce over
just-
the
you make it
sand.
bigger. Make it big.
He's a demon.
Yeah. There's gonna be limitations though.
In the words of Jason Lee, I'm a friggin' demon.
Make it like the ways to get in the
monster?
house smaller than a pogo stick. But I could just see like a pogo stick coming through like the cat flap or something like that. Just working its way in. How did it bounce its way in there?
Wait. Are we thinking the pogo? Just the pogo stick's a demon, or is there someone on the pogo stick?
I took just the pogo sticks, demon.
Okay.
It's like what's that movie you made me watch that one time? Rubber. Where the
Rubber.
power goes
Have you
around
all
killing
seen
people?
Rubber?
I have not. My dad has seen it. He said funny things about
That's
it.
what I
Where's
envisioned.
Stanbridge
It's like
going?
it's like Rubber 2, where the pogo stick just runs around killing
Yeah.
people.
What?
I got a bolt. I got my helpers are ready to.
Oh, all right. Stanbridge is leaving.
Yeah.
Is he leaving or did El Pogo kill him?
Oh, we'll never know. Maybe
What?
he is El Pogo. He's getting a little.
You see that when we get the movies up and rolling, we have to make our own set of spoof trailers that go
Yeah.
to show before the movie, and one of them has to be the El Pogo
Yeah.
like situation. We
It's
just have
like
like a
those
dog
Pixar
door
shorts.
with the pogo stick just sticking through.
Yeah, it
and
just busts. Yeah, it like hits against the door, but then it starts sneaking through the cat flap. I would love that. It'd be amazing. Slowly pushing its way through.
we have to do that once the movie's ready to go.
That'd be amazing.
Or like the woman. The woman's like hiding in her bed, you know, and then
Yeah.
the door slowly opens, and then you just see the pogo stick come around the door jam.
Seriously, I want to make this trailer for El Pogo now. That would be amazing. Just to hear it, like you can start the music, just and then
remember,
something
if-
happens.
If this were a movie, as soon as I walk out that door, the clock would start ticking for the bomb, guys.
That's
So-
true. Yeah.
Think about that one, guy.
Don't forget to tell us that you'll be right back.
Oh, I will be right back.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wait, I had a joke. Never mind. Okay.
Just waiting for him to scream when he gets out the door.
How would you all survive a Saw Trap / the Cube films?
Kill yourself.
Kill yourself.
See, now everyone likes my answer.
I liked it the whole
Don't
time.
be
Yeah.
a dick.
Yes.
Like the whole reason everyone died in Saw 2 is because one guy was a dick.
Or selfish. Yeah.
Yes.
Well, basically the same thing. Yeah. Big
about-
Dick falls under selfish.
What about the Cube? You guys seen the Cube?
I have not seen
Is that the one I watched with you?
Oh,
Where they're in the cube?
I don't know if it's a cube. What's the one where they're all standing there?
No, that's a circle.
Yeah. Watch out. I didn't watch
What?
that. Yep.
You're just naming shapes.
No, yeah.
No,
I don't want
this week on the trapezoid.
I only saw the Pentagon. It's not
Oh
that
my
good.
god! Did you see the decadedron?
No, the circles. The circles like that though. It's like a trap movie.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Yeah,
Yeah,
see?
that's true. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. Fair enough.
You made me watch
So,
it. It's a good movie. Though.
Yeah.
so for Saw, I think also the big thing is if you've seen Saw 3 or 4, learn to work a fucking padlock.
Yeah.
yeah.
So many people die because they get the key and just can't work a padlock.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
come on, guys, it's not that hard.
You're not allowed to leave. We're almost done anyway.
I get a divorce. It's your fault.
We're up in like flies.
We are literally almost done.
It's like we're an hour into our 3-hour podcast.
No. It's not gonna be that long. All right.
That's what she said.
All right. Here's the second part of the quiz tonight. We did How to Survive Horror. Since it's Halloween, it's the last podcast in October. I just filled it up full of Halloween trivia. All right. So I'm gonna play some sound clips. Y'all tell me what it is. Okay.
They're all
Okay,
POGO.
is this like the porn or murder challenge? Is that what this is?
That's a
Huh?
good challenge.
Yeah.
Yeah, like you
Holy
porn
cow.
or
you play a sound clip and you
Clip.
have to tell whether it's a sound clip of a porn scene or a murder scene.
That's
have
good.
But see, the answer to all of his would be porn.
Well,
this one's actually both.
Yeah.
Like,
This one's both. Either one is right.
It would just be a bunch of
That was neither. That was the sound of an elk.
I
Actually.
recorded this all this afternoon, guys. Anyway,
Just in self-
these are all horror movie related. Okay. All right, I'm gonna start off fairly easy. So let's do this one. This one's easy.
You have to name what movie it's from.
Yep. That's an ad. Never mind.
Weekend at Bernie's.
No. Okay, here we go. Ad is over now.
oh, that's The Grudge.
Nope.
Private.
Predator.
It's a good movie.
All
Oh,
right.
all right.
Here we go. That's bad, guys. Here we
Super
go.
Mario Sunshine.
Yeah, so these aren't queued up on YouTube or anything. Sorry, do that again. Godzilla. No?
My stomach when I'm hungry.
Super 8.
Your wife when she's hungry.
You were closer with Godzilla. Whoever said Godzilla.
King Kong.
That's not from Pacific Rim, is it?
Jurassic Park.
Yep, T-Rex.
Wow, that did not
You're wearing
sound...
the shirt and you didn't even get it.
I was wearing a Doctor Who shirt last week. He didn't.
Well, he didn't ask any Doctor
He didn't
Who
play
questions.
anything from that.
He should have.
Aliens.
That's the xenomorph. Okay. Alright, here we go. This one's got nope. Hang on, it's circling back. Come on, guys.
It's Predator, whatever it is. Oh, that's Godzilla. Okay.
That was Godzilla. Okay.
They're not
is
all
a
just
lion.
sound alike.
Yeah.
Yeah, we just just recognize these random
Yeah.
animal sounds.
The real trick is just playing animal noises.
King Kong?
It's one of those sitting still thing.
Okay, we're gonna get a little bit harder here. Here we go. This one's short.
Oh, shit.
Come on.
Is this Abyss?
Is it like Poltergeist?
It's the creatures from Pitch Black.
Okay.
Oh.
Alright.
Okay, alright. Okay.
All right.
Is it the monster
Can you
from?
see it?
Yes.
No, you can't.
No, I'm not. That's why I'm not playing. I can see it all.
Is it the monster from Ernest Scared Stupid?
No, that would have been a good
That
one.
would have been
That
a
would've
really
been a
good
really
one.
good
That's
one.
exactly
Oh
what it
my
sounded
god,
like.
that would have been a really good one.
That would have been a good one. All right, let me play
What?
again.
You didn't think I could find the MEAC, did
But-
you?
That's the right theme, though.
But yeah, you're in the right ballpark.
Yeah.
It's just like, what the?
I just really hope.
Killer
doesn't-
Clowns from Outer Space.
Nah,
Some
it's
crazy stuff.
Slimer.
That's Slimer from Ghostbusters?
Oh, it's when he's flying at Bankman.
Okay. All right. Name this theme song.
I hope it's not.
Shit, it is. No, it's not. I'm fucking disappointed in you guys.
I'm waiting for it to get in. I think it's Oh, it's not going where I thought it was going.
Let me fast forward a little bit.
It's a 30-minute theme song.
Is it like part of it's like almost sounds like Terminator, and then like other parts make me think it's going to go into
Sounds
like
very 80s, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Or 90s, early 90s.
oh, that's Nightmare on Elm Street.
Side note on that, I was reading something this week that said that's based that off of these like kids in Cambodia that kept dying in the 70s.
Yep.
Like they would fall asleep and die. That's pretty crazy.
Yep. This one.
It was actually El Pogo.
This one.
Hey, you guys want to ride?
Why does he sound like Mr. Hanky?
Because he's got to. I mean,
if you do not get this one, you will sign over your comic book store. Both of you will lose your nerd cards. I don't expect you to get this one.
Wait, they lose the comic book store?
He-
I apparently lose the comic book store.
Can I have it?
Yeah, that's up to him.
You gotta
Okay.
fight me for it.
All right, here we go. Watch it be an ad. Yep.
sure was.
Okay,
You
hang
couldn't
on.
have like had all these set up beforehand.
I do, but
Downloaded
I
them.
can't
You
have
could have
Yeah.
downloaded them.
Yeah.
You know what, guys?
How dare you put logic into my...
You have no idea.
Do we need to?
Yeah.
Like this is Halloween.
All right.
Okay. Like.
All right. What's this sound effect? We got one more than that.
Oh, that's the charging the proton pack. Sorry.
Okay.
No, it's alright. It's alright. You can just
All
sign
right.
over the comic book store.
All right. Last one. I'm gonna do 10 evil movie laughs, courtesy of Watch Mojo. Here we
Oh
go.
my god.
I have to go through the whole entire...
No,
Watch
it's a
Mojo?
short. It's a shorty.
Does he have to like credit Watch Mojo for this?
All right. Here we go. Here we go.
It was Heath Ledger from Joker.
Yep. Okay.
Linda
hell
Blair
is
from The
that?
Exorcist.
No.
It's like Maleficent or something. No?
Is that? Oh, shit. Is it Saw?
It's the deer head from Evil Dead 2.
Okay.
All right. Here we go.
That's the same one.
Let's see it. This one I'll be surprised if you guys get because I've seen this movie and I completely forgot about this part.
What movie is it from?
I can't tell you that.
It's not
Almost got
Ghostbusters,
him.
is it? Ghostbusters 2?
No,
No?
Just give it up.
it's Predator at the end of the Predator when he detonates the bomb.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, alright.
All right, here we go.
Got nothing.
There's a woman.
Mm-hmm.
Friday the 13th one?
So she thinks. No. It's not really a horror film.
Oh.
If you're a dog lover, then it's a.
It's
horror
Cruella de Vil then.
film. Yep.
Okay.
That is a horror film. For
God,
us,
you
but-
just came out of the closet on that one.
Came
Well,
out
I
of the
mean,
closet?
you've been out of there for a while, so it's fine.
Wait, came out of the closet?
Here we go. There was a big sound effect.
Yeah,
that
there's
goes
a
out.
big-
Yeah,
Wow.
that's a. Yep, that's Star Wars.
Palpatine.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I tried to pause it for that sound effect.
Jack Nicholson, Joker, Tim Burton, Batman, 1989.
Have more enthusiasm.
After Evil, Austin Powers.
Damn,
you got that
I'm
one.
impressed, Tyler.
That's Mark Hamill. Is that Mark Hamill?
Give me a hint.
Shit, I can't think of his name.
Don't they list the names?
Good hint.
He plays the Doctor in Deadwood,
Nope.
the actor that does this laugh.
Never seen it.
He was in the remake of Halloween. He created the Death Machine in the Death Machine.
Pint-sized.
No, that's a character.
He created the Death Machine in the Death Machine.
Yeah.
I got none.
That's definitely not Mark Hamill.
It was Chucky.
Oh.
Oh, all right.
That sounds like Tim Curry.
It does sound like Tim Curry. Yeah.
Yeah, so shut up.
No, I'm saying it isn't though.
I know, I was just saying.
It does sound like it.
That was Agent Smith. Alright. This one's a little hard. This one's a little tough.
Oh, like the other ones were.
Yeah. The other ones were real simple.
Okay, here we go. This one's a little tough. Here we go.
That's James Earl Jones. That's not from Conan?
Oh, it's
We've talked about this character quite a bit on this show, especially tonight.
El Pogo.
No, El Pogo's just.
It's Gary Oldman from Dracula.
Oh, okay.
We've not talked about Dracula that much tonight.
Renfield?
Yeah, we had
Once.
one sentence about Dracula.
You know, we talk a
we
lot.
talked about him a lot today.
Yeah.
It actually kind of sounded like the beginning laugh part from Thriller a little bit with the background
Vincent
noises.
Price?
Yeah.
Alright, last one. Everyone ready?
We have heard last one like 6 times now.
Yeah.
Just checking.
No, I didn't, did I?
Yeah.
Well, at least once.
Wait, he keeps
No,
going
no,
to
no,
a
I
new
meant
phase.
the last question.
well,
This is the
you've
last
said it a
one.
lot tonight.
Yeah.
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 So like
once. Yeah, once.
Alright, here we go, here we go.
the witch from Wizard of Oz.
Yep.
I think that's it. Hang on before I put my foot in my mouth.
There's 10 of them.
You've done that quite a few times tonight. I'm surprised it's back out again.
Permanently lodged there.
Is that all of them?
I mean, at least once, right?
Or at least once. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I had the Cloverfield roar in there, but that's too hard. It sounds like all the other roars.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Like they did
because they
already.
didn't sound alike.
That'll do, I guess.
I would have loved it if you would have just been messing with people and just like, that's actually just the sound of a lion. Right? That's an alligator.
And
Well, that's what a lot
that
of
is an
them are.
antelope being jerked off.
Alright.
Weirdly enough, that is a tapir.
Well, that's all I got. Does anyone else want to say anything about horror films or Halloween in general? You got any trivia about Halloween in general?
Yes, I do.
Candy corn.
What about it?
Sucks.
Shaped
It's
like a
super,
cartoon.
it's super unhealthy for you.
Yeah, it sticks to your teeth.
It's the
Don't eat it.
fruitcake of Halloween.
We've got 15 minutes. We got Phil for 15 minutes.
15 minutes.
Would Tremors be considered a horror film?
I'd say
I would
so.
throw it in there.
Yeah, I
I
would.
think Tremors is a good horror film, except for then when you start naming the creatures ass blasters.
Ha!
That kind of took
That
away.
but
Yeah.
but they were gravizoids, ass blasters, and what was the other mutation?
I was scared of
Where
that
they
movie.
belched.
Yeah.
Legitimately, I was scared of that movie when I was a kid.
Tremors? Yeah.
Tremors, yeah.
That's why
It's like-
I rewatch it so I can learn how to survive.
No,
Yeah.
see, I liked it because it was really when that girl got caught around barbed wire and they had to pull her pants off. When I was a kid, I was before internet, so that was like the closest to it.
See, I was just thinking of like when they're in there. I haven't seen too much of the movie either.
I
That's
own
so
the
fucked up.
VHS, which makes me wonder why it kept disappearing.
Why is it always paused on this
It's just-
spot?
just
I don't understand
orange
it.
in
Yeah.
that little part
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
You know how VHS like get really warped?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
it's like a
that's what I'm
crystal clear
saying.
picture. Whoa,
That's what I'm
whoa,
saying,
whoa.
yeah.
Crystal clear picture.
And then, like your mom sees it and she's always on the same spot. You're like, Adam, why do you keep stopping at this part? It's really scary at that
Cinematically,
point.
it's beautiful, Mom.
It's just really scary at that
What-
point.
what
I have
the-
to shut it off.
What they're saying here is,
No, I remember legitimately being scared of that movie. when I was
yeah,
a
I
kid.
agree.
And like just asking my mom if stuff was going to come out of the ground. Like that. I was a pretty dumb kid.
Yep. I'm a dumb adult, so it's okay.
Well, yeah.
right,
Someone will screw out of that.
Really?
Halloween trivia. Here we go.
Okay, so
Here we go.
I've got 2 or 3 here that we don't think we talked about. Here we go. What plant or fungus is commonly accepted for causing the hysteria around the Salem witch trials?
Mushrooms.
No, something in
it's,
the bread.
It's like moss. It's like some kind of moss, isn't it?
It's a fungus of some kind, yes.
Yeah.
Oh, it's not the thing that grows in the bread.
Yeah, you're close.
Oh.
What red?
Rye bread.
Yeah.
Was it really?
Yep, it was rye mold, also called ergot.
Oh.
It's the active component in LSD, or one of the active components in LSD. So
I don't do LSD.
So kids, if you ever want to make LSD,
Yeah. Get some rye bread from your parents.
And then burn a witch. And then
okay, so what was the reason behind the jack-o'-lantern tradition?
carving a pumpkin.
Yeah, the jack. Yeah, why do we do that for Halloween?
Scare off evil spirits or something.
Exactly, it's to ward evil spirits.
Yeah.
From the from attacking you on Halloween. Let's see. Did we talk about the pagan tradition?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, we did that one. And we talked about what jack-o'-lanterns were made of before pumpkins.
Turnips.
Turnips, yep. So yeah, that's like all I got written down, but ones I remember that I didn't make the cut. There's a tradition, if you look in the mirror at midnight on Halloween, what are you supposed to see in the mirror?
Bloody Mary.
Beetlejuice.
No.
The Beetlejuice.
One more.
Josh in a good freaking mood.
I'm always in a great mood.
You can tell your face.
The devil.
Yeah, who are you supposed to see?
You are supposed to see your future husband or wife.
Oh, really?
man, did
Okay.
not. That was a Shyamalan twist right there.
That was.
Shit,
really
I saw
happy
myself.
twist.
What does that mean?
Turns out you're just living in this 1870s
Adam,
village.
Adam sees a bottle
and
of
it's
lotion.
1998.
I don't use lotion.
He always sees it though because he puts his hand.
Go-
in it. He
Yeah.
always sees it.
Was that all?
There's a couple others I remember. One of them was if you were born on Halloween, what superpower are you supposed to have?
Invisibility.
To speak with the dead.
Speak with the dead.
Yeah.
And then let's see, there was another one that I saw
They
that I
never
thought was
talk
pretty
back,
interesting. The only other one I can remember is I'm going to get the number wrong because I don't have it written down. But there was a stat on candy corn, and
Ooh, hey, King.
Hey.
apparently they made like 4 million candy corns previous year, which was like, which the thing I was reading was like compared it to actual corn harvest and how it was comparable.
Higher? Really?
Yeah, it was comparable. So like we talk about how candy corn is the fruitcake of Halloween, but
Worst.
actually apparently it's very, very popular.
I wonder how much of it doesn't get eaten though, because like I've seen it get put in kids' packs before and stuff like
They
that.
actually don't
They get
make
thrown
candy
out.
corn. It's just recycled.
Yeah, they
sugar.
take the same thing every year.
Yeah.
Oh, just drop your candy corn on there.
Oh,
So-
go ahead. Go
Oh, a
ahead.
funny story about that. My folks, I don't like mint as a flavor. So for Christmas, we would buy, my family would buy candy canes, and no one would eat the candy canes.
Nah,
so,
I'm that way too.
so my folks would freeze the candy canes every year, so they didn't go bad or whatever. Just put the same candy canes out.
Really?
So we had the same candy canes out every Christmas for what had to have been 10 years. So my sister brings her boyfriend home, and we've got a candy cane holder, and he just pops it open right into his mouth, and he's just like, "Oh, this candy cane's kind of stale." Like, yeah, dude, it's been 10 years. It's our equivalency of wax
12
fruit.
years old.
It's
Speaking of that moss thing reminded me, or the mold thing reminded me of something I heard. They were saying that there's this theory that the reason a lot of people like these ghost stories started to come out and people started hearing people in these old back in like the 1890s, 1910s, 1920s, is because of carbon monoxide poisoning. And their theory was that these people live in these big houses and they were starting to install gas lamps and everything like that. So the carbon monoxide was just building up the homes and everything like that. People started to freak out.
Well, that
and act
was
all crazy and stuff like that.
that's
It's
what
carbon
the
monoxide poisoning.
yeah, that's what the Oracle of Delphi was
Carbon monoxide poisoning.
I don't know if it's carbon monoxide, but it was. They found out that the temple was sitting on top some sort of natural vent for toxic gas that was released from the earth.
Really?
So the Virgin Oracle would sit there, and she'd go into some sort of weird stupor, and everyone thought it was the god speaking to her, but it was just her. Like,
yeah. I would love to see like how much of that like weird stuff back in the past is just like, yeah, you guys just didn't ventilate this place properly.
You get a home inspector.
Yeah. What are you guys doing? The carbon monoxide can't go anywhere. What are you guys doing? You need more fresh air.
You
in
got
this house.
mold all coming out of this wall.
What are you doing with this bread? Get it out of here.
This
Don't
virgin
burn
chick's
it.
just licking the wall.
Don't burn this witch, man.
I would love that. Like the health
Stuffing
inspector
bread.
comes in, like, guys, get rid of this bread. It's moldy. You can't eat this. Get it out of here. If you smell it, you're gonna go crazy.
10 minutes left. Does anyone know? I was watching. It wasn't Film Theory, but it was a YouTube video, and
It's a good channel, by the way.
yeah, and he figured out who Jack Skellington was before he died.
It
Because
wasn't Film Theory.
Jack Skellington talks about before he was dead, or after he had died. So who do you guys think he was as a human?
Santa Claus.
You can't speak because I already told you.
Wait, so like an actual human, like
He was an
famous
actual-
person?
Yeah, he's very famous.
Jack the Ripper.
No, close, but no. Actually, not close at all, but yeah.
Not close. It was Abe Lincoln.
A lot one
was
time.
it Abe Lincoln?
No, it wasn't
Oh,
Abe Lincoln,
wow.
no.
That'd have been funny though. Close.
It's a very famous fictional character.
Oh. Okay.
Are they from the Marinara Trench?
Mariner.
Robinson Crusoe?
Nope.
Sherlock Holmes.
Nope.
We're just naming famous fictional characters.
That's what I'm doing, yeah.
Alright.
He
Like,
was
Captain Ahab.
Was his name Jack?
No, Ishmael.
no.
Yeah, Ishmael, yeah. Could've been
He
Ishmael.
was the Hessian soldier
Oh.
that lost his head in the American
Oh.
Revolutionary War, that became the headless horseman, that died completely and went to Ghost Town.
Is that
or
just
Halloween
true or
Town.
is that a theory?
Man, he calmed down a lot from
Yeah, he did.
being an assassin.
Very cheerful.
And he
Well,
found,
no, no,
he
that-
found his head.
That was the human side of him. Then when he lost his head, he was scaring humans as the headless horseman. And then when he moved on to Halloween Town, he's the Pumpkin King. Why is he the Pumpkin King?
Because the
where
jack-o'-lantern,
did
the
he-
head thing.
Where did he get his head back?
Well, I don't know.
That's a good question.
Whole blown.
Well, is it that you're in whatever state you are when you died? That's when you're a ghost? Is that the theory? Or is there
Okay,
multiple
what if
theories with it?
what if you're getting a proctology
Yeah,
exam?
yeah.
What if you're getting a proctology exam?
What if you lost your eyes?
and the doctor's like, okay, here we
Don't want
go.
to be blind my whole life.
And then the earthquake happens, and the doctor dies with
Yeah,
his finger.
up. Are you
But
stuck
Are
with
you
the
guys
doctor's
both
finger up your
together
ass the
as a
whole time?
ghost?
You ever seen Dead Like Me?
No.
No.
That happens.
Does it really?
Show.
There's like
Stuck together?
No, like it's like the story of like these people who reap souls. Like
Yeah.
you have to reap so many souls before you can move on.
Uh-huh.
And one person, like they die in like these weird like Rube Goldberg machine ways.
Uh-huh.
And one guy dies and he's like naked. It's like they reap this
Oh,
person.
Is that what the Grim Reaper with the bubble gum?
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
So like this dude's just like walking around like butt ass naked. He's like, "Is this how it is?" And she's like, "Yep."
Yep, that's it.
That was a
That's
fantastic
funny.
It was
show.
a great show.
Huh. Yeah, I was just thinking like,
Adam probably wouldn't watch it because there's comedy.
Yeah, you get at least a couple laughs in an
Yeah.
episode.
Yeah, I don't like it. Don't like it.
that's why he watches Big Bang Theory.
Don't like it. Don't need it. I don't have cable.
Oh, well, you used to.
Yeah, I did.
You see, Adam could watch Big Bang Theory because it's not
No,
funny.
that's what I'm saying. That's why he watches it.
It's not funny.
Yeah.
I like that show.
You would.
I like to turn my brain off sometimes, and that's great for that.
You definitely don't need
Adam
a brain
turns
for
his
that
brain
show.
off.
That's what I do every Sunday when we do this podcast. with Adam.
Oh,
We can tell.
Yeah.
Anyway, anyone else real quick? Horror, Halloween, any Halloween stories? What's your favorite Halloween costume you guys have gone as?
Probably Power Ranger.
Which one?
Back in the day, red.
Jason.
Yeah.
You know the Power Rangers were racist.
Yeah.
Yeah. The yellow.
You know Trini, the yellow one?
She
Trini?
died.
She died in a car crash.
The,
I told you that.
The Yellow Ranger was Asian.
Yeah.
The Black Ranger was black.
Yeah.
Is he, are you
Blue-
just now figuring
The
this
Blue
out?
Ranger was gay.
Yeah, I figured this out.
And the pink one
When I was
was.
a kid.
Yeah.
Wait,
Yeah.
why is the
I don't know. I was just stating this.
Oh my God! The White Ranger was white.
Yeah, racist.
The
Huh?
Green Ranger probably had money.
Yeah.
True.
Sure, he did.
Sure,
He
yeah.
had a ponytail.
Yep.
They were the same guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All
Green
the
and the
white
white.
rich people. 1%.
Classic.
1%.
You know, when you talk about like the guy from Superman, Zod, right? I always think of Zordon.
Zed.
I always think of Zordon.
Yeah.
Like, wait, is it? Oh, wait, no, that's not. No, that's just. That's just
It'd be a
Power
cool
Rangers.
crossover.
Favorite,
Yeah, it would be a good
favorite Halloween
crossover.
costume?
Oh, too many.
Favorite Halloween costume?
Ugh. I sadly I don't get to dress up much. I did 1 year ago as the Crow.
Hmm.
So,
Which one? Brandon Lee's?
Brandon Lee.
I actually won a costume contest one year at a karaoke bar. I went with a present wrapped around my waist,
Dick in a box.
a dick in a box, and I
Nice.
sang the song at karaoke and won the contest because of it. Yeah.
Nice. How about yours?
Man, I haven't dressed up in forever, man. I remember one
Not for
time.
Halloween, at least.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's just that maid outfit he puts on occasion.
Yeah.
yeah, just for myself.
Wait, you seen that?
He lives
I thought
alone
it was
too.
just-
Which
He
is kinda
tries to
weird.
Snapchat me
He
stuff
leaves
all
the
the
windows
time,
open.
I
Yeah.
thought it was just for me.
No, everyone.
He leaves the blinds open.
uh,
He invites everybody over to look in.
Right.
one time my grandma made a cloth, like a really like material that doesn't breathe cloth version of a Wolverine's yellow outfit.
Oh,
Yeah.
that
Oh,
was
really?
sweet.
Yeah, but it was really hot that Halloween. It was like cloth that didn't breathe. It was just
So it was cotton.
Like plastic?
No.
No, cotton breathes. Plastic doesn't.
yeah,
Like
that wasn't
polyester.
plastic. Yeah, it's probably polyester.
I don't know. Mom probably still has it.
That reminds me. One year I did go as Scorpion for Mortal Kombat.
Oh.
And I had the mask
Classic.
and like my mom had turned one of her blouses into like
Did she go up Sub-Zero?
the thing. No, she didn't go. I
She
walked
should have
along.
went to Sub-Zero.
And I
That'd
had
been
a
amazing.
knife and a yarn wrapped around my wrist so I could do the harpoon thing.
Oh, the things you
It
could
was-
do today.
it was awesome.
Speaking of that, I remember.
It was a fake knife. It wasn't a real knife. But
Was it one of those ones? Do you remember the day when they used to have this, like where it was one that was like spring loaded that like you push it, it looked like you stabbed somebody because it went inside the handle?
Disappearing dagger.
Yeah,
Yeah, I got one.
yeah. They don't make those anymore. I mean,
Yeah,
clearly,
you can get 'em.
really?
Oh, fuck.
Well, I
Black
saw
market,
that.
you know.
Well, yeah. You
Internet.
gotta make your own.
The internet.
But that's what I'm saying. But like, I remember buying that at like Shopko, but there's no way Shopko sells.
Oh,
that
you
today.
if you want to get really good prop guns and weapons,
Yeah.
don't go to Walmart. Don't go to that stuff because if you want to get like a really realistic looking prop gun to make a movie with, go to dollar stores, man. They make some really and they got like
Really?
life size. Like if you go to like Walmart, you'll get like a realistic looking gun. Like,
Seems like the thing you
but they're,
shouldn't
but
sell
they're all
at a dollar
but they're all
store.
small. But if you want like a life size adult for a movie,
Really?
go to dollar stores, man. They got them for like $8.
Remember that time that you were trying to make a movie and you went to Kmart and you bought a whole bunch of fake guns and black spray paint
And
and
stock-
ski masks
ski masks.
and you tried to ring it up all together?
I got away with it. I got
Like, what are
away
you
with
doing?
it.
Make a movie?
I did. They,
I like
they-
that he thinks there's nothing wrong with that
I
until he
did-
got through. Someone told him later, like, "Oh man,
I didn't make the connection until the lady called the manager over.
really?"
Yeah.
So someone called the manager over.
And he still did.
That's like the
you might have
times-
been working there at that
I
time.
probably was.
Yeah.
I think I remember that.
By the way, it's a federal crime to paint the orange tip of a toy gun black.
No, it is not.
Yep.
No,
Oh,
I don't think it is.
it
Is
100%
really?
is.
Yeah, it is.
Is it really? Because someone else that was looking today said it's not a crime to do that.
Yeah,
Don't
it
you
is.
work in news? Shouldn't you know this
I
stuff?
don't work in legal.
If
It's
you,
like you can like if you don't take it out of your house, it's fine.
Oh,
Because
okay.
it's like
Maybe
a
that's
replica
what it
or
was.
whatever. But if you take it out of your house, it's completely illegal.
Huh.
And the reason I know this is because huge Transformers fan, and you cannot get a Megatron that turns into a pistol without an orange tip anymore.
Really?
Yeah, the ones without the orange tips were very very
I
short
thought
run
because you couldn't sell it.
and very very expensive.
If you go home and paint it yourself, they're gonna
as long,
slash you.
it's one of those things where if
you
you're not doing anything with it, I was once making a movie, and I had a gun drawn on me by the conservation police
Ooh.
because we had guns shooting a movie.
Did you
I don't
guys hear
remember
that
that.
story about that one who was it was an actor or whatever, and they were doing a robbery scene, and this cop shot the guy?
Yeah, I do remember that.
And the guy's like, "I'm an actor." Of course, like if you're a cop, who's gonna believe I'm an actor? I'm an actor. He's like, "Oh, okay, go ahead."
Yeah.
Everyone would use that then.
Act like you're putting your hands
I'm
up.
only acting like I'm robbing Bank of America.
I mean, wouldn't you
Sure.
notice like the lights or
And
the
everything,
camera
yeah,
or
right?
the sound guy with the boom mic?
Only thing I
or...
can think of is some like low budget like Adam production, like the reason he got a.
Adam's got like a camera hidden right here. He's like, all right, action.
He just got one of those lights, like a miner's helmet light, and that's it. That's what he's like. That's how I'm
And-
lighting up this place.
And really, wouldn't you start believing when the people you're robbing are like, "Hey, dude, it's a movie. Relax."
I just don't think it was
Then-
that quick. I think everyone else was like in shock, like, "Whoa, that's a cop."
Depending on your
Like, pulling
depending
on
on
it.
your state, having a black toy gun is not illegal. It's only illegal to sell them.
That's what I thought.
No. If
It's
you
only
paint,
illegal
but
to
if you
sell
paint the orange tip, if you
No,
No.
it's not illegal to own.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Well, yeah, not to own.
No,
News,
I'm
facts.
talking if you buy a gun with
You
an
can't-
orange tip and then you purposely
Paint
If
it
you
black.
purposely
paint-
remove it or spray paint it, that's legal.
That's
Really?
legal
Yeah.
in some states. Yeah.
Oh,
you just
they-
can't sell them that way.
Oh, they told me I couldn't paint over it. The conservation police did.
They're the
Cops are the ones that
conservation
don't know the
police.
law. Yeah.
They have more power.
Ask a
than me.
lawyer. Well, they can arrest you, but then that's why there's
Yeah.
lawyers in the world.
You
right?
know, that's the question we
That's
should
not
send to
illegal.
Brett.
That is a question we should ask Brett about.
Brett, what's his last name?
Favre.
Well, I don't know. Well, I mean, for both people,
No, it is Brett Favre.
it's Brett Jansen.
I know him, yeah, he used to be a lawyer.
He's
Still
a
a civil
district
attorney.
Yeah, he's the district attorney we
Used
were
to be a
talking about
cop.
earlier. Yeah, he used to be.
I know Brett. Ask
These
him-
are all facts
ask
that
him-
he spit out earlier.
Tell him about me. I bet he remembers me.
Okay.
You know Shannon Donnelly?
Yeah, I see him up here every once in a while.
No, I know Shannon Donnelly too.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know Steve Spears?
Great. We're still on, by the way.
Not Steve Spears. I
Well,
don't
yeah,
really
this
know.
last
Okay.
15 seconds is really tough
Well,
to fill.
I know Shannon and his wife Carol, and I know Brett.
Do you know Shan Jameson? Just kidding. I just made that name up. Just fill in the last 5 seconds.
Ask them if they like me. They probably don't.
Do you know John?
Ask
I'll
them
bring that
if
up.
they like me.
Do you know
Whoever says that? Do they like me?
third graders?
yeah, that's true.
They've been in movies with
that
me.
are
I've done
in love
movies
with other
them.
third graders?
Yeah.
Oh, with Shannon and Brett. and
Does
stuff?
she like me?
Shan
Check
Brett
yes or no.
and-
Oh, I know them.
Right on.
I know them.
Yeah.
I don't know them.
Anyway, go ahead. If you
Was it on the podcast we were talking about the scene that you had to got cut because no one would do it at one of your movies? We were on the podcast.
No, it
for
wasn't
that.
on the podcast.
Oh,
where
okay.
I bought female underwear. And
Yeah, that's the
Were you
one.
there when I filmed that?
Yeah, because Dad still really doesn't like talking to you now. After that.
What was that one? I didn't hear that one.
Subtle hustle. My character wanted to be put into what?
You say the name like, oh yeah, it's in the
He wrote it, so I don't know why he's saying my character wanted. He's like, I really just wanted
The
to wear
director
some
really
female
wanted to do
underwear.
this, so I did it.
So the
Director was
char-
being-
I got sexually
No,
pressured
my
into it.
character. What I meant was my character I was playing, the comic, stand-up comedian who wasn't funny. He
That was a tough one to write.
It was. My character gets put into a deep freezer naked,
Yeah.
but neither the actor nor my dad, who was filming it, wanted to see me naked. So I went to Victoria's Secret and I bought some female nude panties.
Oh, okay.
Yep. I had to wear them backwards.
Didn't take anything out of our freezer, so that one, there goes our Easter candy for like the past 10 years.
Wait a second. If you're a bad writer that's making a script about a bad stand-up
it's
comedian,
very
would they
sick.
be? If you're bad at it, would they be a good stand-up comedian? Paradox.
Yeah.
It's a good question, isn't it?
That's a good question.
Yeah. Think about that one.
I will. Anyways, I'm sorry.
I was just wondering if Brett was one of the guys who were like, no, I'm not doing this.
No,
because I could see Brett being like this, like, no,
Brett
no.
was not in. Brett was not in that.
What's the one we watched?
We watched Gray, Apache Point, Zombies,
I
which is
remember
what
Apache Point.
Brett's in. I made one called Coffin Baby,
I remember that one.
where my ex-wife had a penis.
And then she cut a baby out of a. I
No,
remember.
she got the baby cut out of her.
Yeah, that's
and
right.
then she ends up being the baby.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
That was a fucked up movie.
Yeah, it was.
I was in that one. Wasn't
Andy
I?
was in that movie.
I was in that one.
Oh, okay.
Or did I get cut?
No, you were the waiter.
Yeah, I was the waiter.
Yep.
What was the one where I got drowned in the bathtub?
Real life.
Yeah.
It's called Tyler Dies 3.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Is it the same one where you got tied up in the basement? Or was that...
Well, there
Tyler
was the
Dice
time
one.
where he's like, "Hey, I got a good idea to scare your brother." He's like, "Lay down on the kitchen floor," and he like took ketchup and like dumped
Yeah.
it all over me, and
I
like
thought that was my
then
sister.
like laid a knife. My brother walks out into the kitchen, like steps over me, gets something to drink, and then steps back over me.
You know what I would have loved? I would have loved if he had like a French fry, so he just dips it in your blood.
right.
And eats it.
And I'm like 10 years old, and Adam's like, "Stay in character, whatever you do."
You know what the
So
funny thing is?
like, my mom and dad come in, and they walk in, they're just like, "Clean this shit up," and then walk out.
And then like, oh, Tyler's alive.
No one's all too concerned. They're just like,
I can see that because they must have come home to something like that before, right? Or was like Jared it on it? You were like, hey, just walk over.
I used to want to trap ghosts, so
Yeah.
what I would do is I'd take my dad's string
Uh huh.
and I'd go in my bedroom and just from wall to wall to toy to bedpost, just strings everywhere, man.
Like Dreamcatcher
You
out
know
of your bed.
What's that game? What's that game where it's got the sticks and you pull them in the marble?
Oh, what is that?
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Kerplunk?
Kerplunk.
Yeah.
My bedroom looked like that. It's just string freaking everywhere, man. Like I was like, there's no ghost getting through here.
Because ghosts can't go through walls or
No,
little bits.
it was-
That's what stops them, not walls. It's little bits of string.
Yeah, because it's the way it's spun together.
Okay.
Yeah, catches them.
Sure.
Anyway, I'm
God dang it! I can't
It's a
go
special
through this.
skill set. You have to
Yeah,
learn
yeah,
how to.
you really
Well, I
Yeah,
mean,
no, it's
red
true.
duct tape works
Does-
in some movies, so
Yeah.
hey,
Does rope work?
That was the color spectrum in Pulse.
I know.
It was the color spectrum.
Yeah.
It wasn't the tape.
They
It
didn't
was
like,
it was the
they
red.
didn't like red
Oh
It
yeah.
was they traveled on
color spectrum.
spectrum, and
Yeah.
red was the spectrum they could not pass.
That was such a terrible movie.
So if you paint
The frequency
that
was the
string
color.
red, they're really screwed.
No, did that after the movie. Like he goes through and he's like, "Dang it! How am I gonna take all this down and paint it?" And he starts spray painting through.
What did Batman?
Then it was
Batman
the aerosols,
and
that's what got you
the
high.
All-Star Batman and Robin to screw with Green Lantern. They go in, they capture Green Lantern. Is it Green Lantern? And then they paint the entire room yellow, and then they dump paint on him. Batman dumps yellow paint on him, so everything. In the,
This
and
happened to you, Tyler?
then he starts drinking
Yeah.
lemonade and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that wasn't very good.
No, it was back when Green Lantern was affected by the color yellow rather than the fear spectrum. But yeah.
Anyway, I've done derailed this podcast. Any more Halloween stories?
No.
I used to make haunted houses.
Yeah.
Oh, I remember that. Yeah, the one you made. That was pretty good.
Yeah.
And you got to keep it all. What'd you do? Did you keep all that?
Nah, I gave it away.
That's not very.
Yeah.
There's one that someone knocked down. I had to go with your friend Will, and we shot him with a bunch of water guns in like freezing cold weather.
Yeah.
What about they've done this for a movie like a haunted house that actually does kill people?
Oh yeah.
I forget that one.
Yeah, there's one on Netflix right now called. I think it's called the House October.
But I think you'd only send so many people would catch that before the police show up. Be like, hey, wait a second, all these people are going in.
And there's a scene. Well, Funhouse. Toby Hooper's Funhouse was like that. There's a scene in the second Urban Legends Final Cut that was like that.
Interesting.
Anyways, you wanna plug your store? Real quick?
Yeah, absolutely. So Damage Control Podcasting is being recorded at Underdark Comics and Games in Quincy, Illinois. Check out our Facebook page at Facebook/Underdark Comics, or check out our website, underdarkquincy.com. Send us an email, give us a phone call, shoot us a Facebook message, stop in, say hi.
Any questions, comments, concerns, whatever? Damage Control Podcasting at gmail.com.
Can I plug my my shop?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't have a shop.
Yeah. All right.